and some Raccoon River Conference action. And I'm joined by my color broadcaster for tonight, Craig Lux. Craig, it's great to have you here in the broadcast booth.
Hey, enjoy being here. This is a beautiful facility to be at tonight, and really excited to see this Carroll team. Really did great things last week against Denison. Think this could be a really exciting type game for them.
Absolutely. You know, you talk about these two teams coming into tonight. I mean, these are going to be really fun games to watch. Let's just give you a quick rundown of some of the notes we had over this game from some of the games from last week. Gilbert 0-1 last week against ADM, 42-14. So they really didn't get a chance to see all that they could really do, I think, in that game. Saw some success passing the ball. Will Hawthorne had 77 yards and 2 touchdowns, so a nice night for him. From what Coach Rowe just said in the pregame show interview, they hit him well and they moved him around a little bit. So they're going to have to, the Tigers of Carroll are going to have to watch out for this guy and see where they're going to put him. And Coach Rowe also said they're a wishbone team. So their offense, more times than not, going to have 2 backs in the backfield and 2 wide receivers split out. So you can almost expect them to kind of have that sort of look on their offense. They may switch it up just a little bit, but that's kind of the look they're going for here tonight. So double tight, 2 backs, 2 wide receivers split out. Downhill running game is what they're going to be looking to do, kind of go through those gaps. 4 men front, maybe 5 if a linebacker comes down. So they're going to really kind of put a lot of guys in that backfield and in the front field for their defensive side of life. And they're going to be hungry for a win. Taking a look at the Carroll Tigers, Craig, you just said it. Nice win for the Carroll Tigers, 28-0. And regardless of sport, getting that first win of the game really kind of propels you coming into week 2.
Oh, absolutely. You always want to start that on a bright note. That's why you see a lot of these larger college schools scheduling the FCS in the first week, because it's always a nice momentum to go into your season with a win. And as anybody from Carroll can tell you, it's always even that much better when you take that victory against Denison.
Absolutely, and especially the fact that last season they lost to Denison, and they really did a great job of closing out and stopping their main runners and their main passers. Again, it was a 28-shutout victory for Denison Slushwig. The run game worked very well, and as Coach Rowe kind of mentioned in the pregame show interview, they're a running team first. As long as he's coach, they're going to look to run the ball. Reese Zigman, 148 yards, 2 touchdowns for him. So if they can get him going tonight against Gilbert, it's game over. I mean, that run game's going to be great.
Absolutely. Reese is a great-looking young sophomore kid here at Carroll. Great speed. If he gets to the edge, it is really tough to catch him. And he's got that little bit of breakaway power where he can shed that tackler too, especially in that secondary level.
And you talk about that defense. I mean, guys all across the board for Carroll will just great in that game. One guy I want to mention, if I can find his stats. Reese Zigman, again, 5 tackles on the night against Denison Slushwig. And then Cooper Ludwig's another one of those guys, 9 tackles against Denison Slushwig, 3.5 tackles for loss. So you know that they're just going to be a very stout defense. I mean, they're going to try to shut down the run game and the passing game for Gilbert tonight. Big question, though, again, can they maintain that momentum in the run game? I mean, they're going to have to get blocks up front with their O-linemen. They're going to have to get those gaps opened up for them. And for the wide receivers, if they want to open up the pass game, they're going to have to run some good routes tonight.
Oh, absolutely. I think if they can get a couple of successful runs right away, that gets those corners coming up, cheating up just a little bit, get you a few more man-to-man looks as far as your coverages. And that will really open things up, I think, for Mr. White. He's a great senior leader of this team. Smart young man. He's been around football his entire life. Yeah. You know, he's going to make smart plays, and I think if they can get that run game established, you could see, a couple of definite potentials for him to really shine tonight.
Just forget. Also, remember, we are in the Mackey Motors pregame show. Find new roads at Mackey Motors in Lake City and online at MackeyMotors.com. Thanks to Pete Collison over to our right on the other side of the aisle, kind of running our video equipment. Actually got Addie Clucky up there, too. She was a little bit hot, so she gets the luxury of being in the AC tonight. So I think that's a pretty good gig.
Yeah, absolutely. Anytime, let's just comment a little bit about the weather here. Yeah. Anytime you need air conditioning in Iowa in September, that's always a good thing.
It is. I mean, tonight it's a little bit hot out there tonight. According to my phone, 88 degrees here at Kickoff. It's a little bit more of a hotter September day. Now, honestly, we're getting kind of out of the summer heat into the fall weather, so it's hopefully going to cool off a little bit. But 88 degrees at Kickoff. You got to imagine that's going to play a little bit of, it's going to play into a little bit here in the early games, maybe some cramps later on in this game.
You know, we saw some cramps last week, you know, game one, week one. You see some cramping with athletes usually right away in the season anyways. This heat is definitely going to play into that. I would be kind of shocked if we don't see some official timeouts for water breaks tonight. So, you know, that'd be an interesting how those fall out, too, when those timeouts come. And, you know, are they necessarily momentum breakers or gainers for the coaches to make some small adjustments during them?
Yeah, and, you know, I saw that against Kemper last week, too. They took on Loma. That was a big win for the Knights last week. A lot of cramping. I can't remember. I think it was Logan Siebenaller broke off for a 71-yard touchdown, and he's over here by the play clock, and he's cramping up. I mean, he got into the end zone, and he just fell over. So, you know, staying hydrated for these kids is going to be the biggest part of this game, especially for both teams. I mean, they got guys who are playing both sides of the ball here tonight. They'll have some replacements here or there, but for the most part, these guys are going to be playing both sides of the ball. You know, it might be 3A football, but there's still a lot of guys playing two sides of the football tonight.
Well, it looks like they got Tyson down there manning the water for us. So
there we go.
The boys should be good and fired up with that tonight.
Absolutely. Tyson will do a great job keeping those boys hydrated. But, again, we're here at the Mackey Motors pregame show. Make sure you check out our video live stream here for tonight. It is up on our Carroll Broadcasting Sports Network YouTube channel. Once again, we got Addie Clucky, Pete Collison kind of running the video broadcast tonight, so thanks so much to them. We're about a couple of seconds away from kickoff, so we're going to take a quick 30-second timeout. We'll be right back here on 1380 AM, 95.1 FM, KCIM.
Hi, this is Dr. Sarasillo at St. Anthony Clinic. I really knew that I wanted to practice family medicine with obstetrics, and I thought Iowa would be the perfect place for me. I'll be doing full spectrum family medicine. I'll be taking care of people of all ages, and I think we have a good team in place with some of the new providers coming in. A lot of fresh energy. Hope to gain the respect and trust of the community. Dr. Sarasillo, MD, is now accepting patients. Make an appointment with Dr. Sarasillo, family physician with St. Anthony Clinic. Always look to the cross. Always St. Anthony.
We are back here on 1380 AM, 95.1 FM, KCIM. Carroll winning the toss. They will defer to the second half, so that means the Gilbert Tigers will start off with the football, and that could be potentially a dangerous thing just because this Gilbert team is going to be hungry to start off this game good.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, I've got a feeling after they were pretty well shelled up last week against ADM, they're going to want to try to make a big play, make a big statement early on, and get a momentum going in their favor.
It is kickoff time here at the Carroll Athletic Stadium. Tyler Bruner and Craig Lux joining you here for this matchup. Carroll Tigers taking on the Gilbert Tigers. It's going to get a little bit confusing. Either way, the Tigers are going to win.
The smart money's on Tigers today.
There we go. That's the smart way to bet, I guess. But, again, the Carroll Tigers will do the kicking off here. We do have, I think, Jack Friel is the kicker here for tonight, so he's going to be doing the kicking duties, and I think, yeah, it looks like so. Reese Zigman also might be doing some kicking tonight, but Jack Friel will be doing the kicking duties for tonight, and back back kick returning for the Gilbert Tigers. It will be, if I can get up here, kick returners, Owen Worth. So Owen Worth and Nash Hansen are the two returners for the Gilbert Tigers. So we are going to be ready for kickoff, and here we go. Ball is kicked over to about the 20-yard line. Picking it up, it is going to be Nash Hansen. He's going to get it all about to the, we'll say about the 26-yard line, and that's where the Gilbert Tigers will take over. So a pretty nice kickoff for Friel to start off the game. A nice special teams play to not get them too far away from where it was kicked off at.
Yeah, Austin Tigas come up and wrapped him up, held him there, and a host of Tigers came in to join in on it.
So Gilbert will get it at their own 26-yard line. And for the Gilbert offense, they'll have Owen Kautman at quarterback. Gilbert will come into a tight formation, 3 backers in the backfield. Here comes the handoff. It's going to go right up the middle. Nice play, though, by the Carroll Tigers as they are going to stuff up the middle. And it'll be a short gain for the Gilbert Tigers.
You know, they saw the key there, and they went right at it. They ran right at the blitz, which, you know, you always hear at the college level. If you see that blitz coming, run at it. So he made a nice adjustment at the line and ran right into it. Picked up about 4 yards there.
So 2nd and 5, 32 yards at the own 32-yard line. Gilbert will have one to the left, one to the right for wide receivers. Here comes Koutman. He'll hand it off right up the middle. Nice defensive play by the Carroll Tigers as Will Hawthorne will take it up the middle for a couple of yards. We'll give it about 3. It'll be 3rd and 3 to go.
Colton Whelan, the senior there, on the nice stuff there. Once again, they came right at the blitz. So right now it looks like Carroll High's reading the offense well, but they're just getting, you know, Gilbert's doing a great job of blocking that blitz.
Yeah, right now Gilbert is creating a lot of holes in this Carroll defense right now. Again, Will Hawthorne was one of those guys we talked about in the pregame show. He's going to be one to watch out for. They're going to hide him well and try to give him a lot of carries here tonight as the Gilbert Tigers get ready. Tight formation, 3 guys in the backfield. Here comes Koutman, who will get it going. He looks to his left and right. And a whistle will be blown, believe.
We had a little motion.
And probably a false start. We'll see here. It's 3rd and 2 from the Gilbert 34. And we'll get the official ruling here. A flag was over on the left side of the field. And will be pushed back.
Simulated snap, I believe, is going to be the call.
Okay, simulated snap. So the clock will continue going down. We'll stay at the 3 and 2 at the 34. Gilbert will get ready. 10-13 left here, and quarter number 1. The Gilbert Tigers will have 2 split out to the left, 2 running backs on the left side. Here comes Cortman. He's going to look to pass. He gets it down. Pass is going to be unsuccessful. I believe that was Hawthorne out there. So the Gilbert Tigers will stay 4th and 2 at their own 34.
Good pressure there by the Tigers. They had a couple of guys back in there. Peyton Wardell, I seen, was back in there, and I'm not sure who it was, but I believe it was the right defensive end came in and really closed in, made him force that pass a little faster than he wanted.
So we'll get the Gilbert Tigers will punt it away. 4th and 2 at their own 34. With 9:58 left in the quarter, they'll punt it away. This one will go be a fair catch, and catching it that time, it is going to be, if I can get on the right side here, it looks like Zigman. He'll fair catch it for Carroll, and it'll be their time for the offense. So, Craig, let's see what the Carroll Tigers can do here on offense with that run game.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm excited to see that, but I just want to point out one thing on that punt there. You know, Carroll High put a lot of pressure on that. Maybe something to watch later in this game if they go to that punting. Tayden Peterson was just inches from getting a hand on that ball.
Absolutely. So the Carroll Tigers are going to get it on their own 39-yard line. 9:51 left here in the first quarter. We are scoreless so far. The Gilbert Tigers showing that rushing potential and maybe some of those passing as well. Carroll Tigers will come out with backers with 1 split out to the left, 2 backers in the backfield. Here comes the handoff right up the middle. That's going to be Cooper Ludwig with, I think, maybe right to the original line of scrimmage. So it'll be 2nd and 10.
A little inside handoff there on that time. Tried to do kind of a little counter set, and Gilbert was all over. Had a guy there waiting for him.
So it will be a gain of nothing. They'll go right back to the original line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 here for the Carroll Tigers. So Cooper Ludwig was in the on the carry that time. Here comes Jack White. He is the quarterback tonight for the Carroll Tigers. 31 passing yards, a touchdown against Denison Slushwig. So if he wants to open up the pass game, we might be able to see his potential. Wide receiver split out to the right. 2 backers in the backfield. Jack White steps back. He's looking to throw right down the middle, and he finds a wide open receiver. Evan Hammer will grab it.
Evan going up high there and grabbing that, and did a nice job in the middle of the zone there, just kind of settled in, found a nice cushion, and picked up a quick 5 yards for him.
So that'll be a gain of 6 yards on the play. So a nice gain there for the Carroll Tigers. So it'll be 3rd and 4 from their own 45. Going to get into Gilbert territory here soon, but just showing the nice potential of Jack White. I thought he did a really nice job there of kind of rolling out and getting getting Evan Hammer open right in the middle of traffic. So 3 overload to the right, 1 to the left. Jack White under center. He'll get the ball snapped. He's going to look to throw. He will. It's going to go over the head of Evan Hammer. Incomplete pass.
I think that might have been tipped a little bit at the line. It looked like one of the defensive guys kind of got a paw up there and just sent that a little high.
So that'll be an incomplete pass. Believe we won't get a punt here from Carroll. So 2 back-to-back plays for both offenses. Kind of a stalemate between both of them, but that's kind of to be expected. I think Gilbert did some nice homework on what Carroll does, and Carroll not coming out. I mean, they had Cooper Ludwig at first, but Carroll looking to open up that pass game here.
Absolutely, and absence of Reese Sigmund. Reese never even touched the ball there in that first series.
Carroll will punt this one away. It's going to be out of bounds right around the 25-yard line. So they're going to spot it probably right around, let's see, we'll see exactly where they spot it at. They're going to say the 24-yard line.
Well, that's a favorable spot for that punt there, and that works out nice. Get them backed up in their own side of the field again. Just kind of play the field position advantage game here a little bit.
So Gilbert will get the football with 8:10 left here in the first quarter. Gilbert will get it from their own 23-yard line. And we'll see what happens. Gilbert comes out with that 3-back backfield. They get 1 wide receiver split up to the left. Here comes Koutman. He throws over to the left side. That's going to be caught. And Gilbert's going to go down and get a first down. Close to it, actually. It'll be 9-yard gain on the play. That's Owen Worth with the grab.
Yeah, a little wide receiver slip screen there, and well executed by the 2 blocking receivers there. They ran a good fake route and came back and made good blocks.
So that's a gain of 9 yards on the play. As the Gilbert Tigers looking to get their first down. 3 in the back, 1 split out to the left, up the middle, and it's going to be stuffed at the middle, but Gilbert will reach to get the first down. And on the play that time is Hawthorne. Surprise, surprise.
Yeah, Hawthorne just kind of used the big power back move there and just kind of drug a couple of guys with him and picked up his 2-3 yards that he needed to get that first down.
Yep, so they'll mark it down at the Gilbert 35-yard line. Gilbert with their first down. They're coming up on their 3rd play. Same look they have. 3 in the back, 1 split out to the left, maybe 1 on the end there. And Carroll is going to be called for that false start.
Entered into the neutral zone there, and they're going to get that called every time this year.
Yep.
I don't think they're going to give them much of a chance to get back.
Exactly right. That one, I can understand, you're trying to get a guy to jump there, but just crossed a little bit far, so a neutral zone infraction will be the call there. So a 5-yard penalty. That'll drive the Gilbert Tigers to the 40-yard line, to their own 40. So play number 3 still here for the Gilbert Tigers. 2 split out to the left. They're going to hand it off right up the middle as Koutman, I believe, will get that one off to Hawthorne. And no, actually, he will give it off to Ben Peterson. Ben Peterson runs it up the middle for a gain of about 3 or 4, about 3 yards there.
About 3 yards. They got a couple here to go to pick up that first down. So wouldn't be surprised to see a passing situation here on a 2nd and 2.
So it will be 2nd and 2. Ball on the 40 or 43-yard line for the Carroll Tigers. 3 players in the backfield, 1 split out to the left. Here comes Koutman under center. He will hand it off, and here comes Hawthorne. Tries to leap over some guys, but the Carroll Tigers are right there to stop him. So that's a gain about a yard for Hawthorne.
Cooper Ludwig just knifed through and kind of blew that play up. He was in the backfield, made Hawthorne have to make an early move in the backfield yet, and just they never got the momentum going on that. So good job of Cooper cutting through that line.
3rd and 1 from the Gilbert 44-yard line. Gilbert's passing kind of their Gilbert's up front attack. I'm kind of liking what they're doing right now. I mean, they're doing a good job of blocking Carroll, but Carroll's got to find a way to get around them and not allow those big gaps inside the A and B gaps especially. as we will get the next play. Koutman under center, 3 in the backfield, 1 split out to the left. Koutman gets it under center. He's going to hand it off, and the Carroll defense with a nice stop in the backfield.
Cooper Ludwig on the stop again there. He just absolutely blew that play up. He just about took the handoff from the quarterback.
So Cooper Ludwig on the tackle that time. Man, I tell you what, that was just a nice play. Got right to where he needed to, got there quick, was explosive, and of course is going to force Gilbert to punt it away here.
Gilbert kind of up pace with their no-huddle offense and getting guys in and off the field.
Nash Hansen with the punt. He will get this one far and away over the head of Zigman. He's got to run out. He will take it to the 20. He's going to try to spin around. He's going to go cross field. He's going to try to get away. He flips a tackle. He's going to the left zone. He is running up. He's got a blocker. Zigman's got a blocker downfield. He's to the 20. He slips a tackle to the 10, and he's tackled outside at the 9-yard line. But do we have a flag? I don't think. No, we do. It might be. I see one right around the 50-yard line. So this might be taking it back, but man, Zigman. So we got another one around the 20 as well.
Not sure what the call is there at midfield. That was kicked while the ball was in, or while the ball was in the air. They threw that flag. This one down on the 20, I'm a little suspect that might have been a hold there right at the end.
Well, nonetheless, Zigman doing a great job of dipping, diving, all the things. I mean, he did everything right. He cut back, cross field to the left, out of bounds mark. Well, let's see.
First flag is sideline warning on Carroll. Second flag is holding on Carroll, number 35. 10 yards from the flag. First down, Carroll.
Okay, so the Carroll Tigers will get it with 4:38 left. Still great field advantage for Carroll. They'll get it at the Gilbert 30-yard line. So regardless, you know, some miscues here and there, but Carroll with some great field advantages will get a timeout called on the field. Carroll will get it at the Gilbert 30. 4:38 left here in the first quarter. We'll take a 30-second timeout right here on 1380 AM, 95.1 FM, KCIM.
DMAC's 11,000 square foot expansion is done. It features a state-of-the-art welding lab and classroom. Students can learn on their schedule a variety of welding techniques and methods now available on the DMAC Carroll campus. The expansion also includes a brand new commons area that features study spaces and will host many events, including guest speakers. With this new space, students can easily access one-on-one support from advisors and counselors. To make your educational goals a reality, come see our expansion today or call us at 792-1755.
Again, the Carroll Tigers get great field advantage. A little bit of miscues on the special teams, but nonetheless, great field advantage after that punt.
Yeah, great return by Zigman. You know, he really showed some athleticism there the first time he touched the ball tonight. It's going to probably raise some eyebrows on that Gilbert sideline. It was one of those punt returns where you're kind of, as a coach, you're probably like, no, 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 as he's running backwards and the ball bounces up and he catches it over his shoulder. But his athleticism really took over and made a nice run.
And that's the one thing. I mean, we saw Reese Zigman's ability to run the ball against Dennis and Schleswig, and now we're seeing him on special teams just making absolute plays. Carroll will come on out here. Jack White under center. He had 2 in the backfield, 1 split out to the right. Here comes White. He'll snap it off. He'll give it off to Cooper Ludwig, who doesn't get too awfully far. He'll get a yard on the play. That'll be at the Gilbert 29.
Yeah, nice little inside handoff there again. I think they're just kind of, they're not quite tipping their hand yet. They're expecting Gilbert probably to be looking at Reese a lot, and they're trying to catch him a little bit off guard.
So right now, Carroll just trying to establish something right now of a run game. I think Jack White, if you give him the ability, he's going to throw the ball very well. So we'll see what he can do here. 4:04 left. 2nd and 9 on the Gilbert 29. Carroll with 2 in the backfield, 1 split out to the right. Jack White under center. He's going to give it out to Cooper Ludwig again, and he gets a little bit more favorable of a run that time. He will get a gain of about 6 or 7.
Cooper doing a nice job there of following his fullback up through the hole there and really just tucked in right behind him. Once he did get a little bit of contact, he just wrapped up and pushed forward and fell forward.
So a nice play that time by Cooper Ludwig, as again, he will get a very nice gain for the Tigers. It's now 3-2 from the Gilbert 23. And now in the third down situation, both teams, Gilbert able to get one. Well, let's see what the Carroll Tigers can do here. They'll split one out to the left, two backers in the backfield. Jack White will be under center. Ball is snapped. He'll give it off to Ludwig again. He cuts one. He is dragging, and he'll get a gain of about 2 yards. He'll be 1 yard shy of the first down.
It's going to be a fourth and very short. This will be a really interesting spot. You know, you're quite a ways out here for a field goal, so this is one of those places where they kind of managed it into a more manageable fourth down.
The nice thing too is, you got 4th and 1. It's only the first quarter. You can take this risk, and it looks like the Tigers are going to do so. One split out to the left, two in the backfield. Jack White under center. And here he goes. He's going to try to muscle his way through, and he gets it. Jack White with his offensive line will get a first down.
Looked like a page out of the old Hayden Fry book there. He kind of got up under center and did a quick count. I think maybe even a no count. Got the snap and just followed his center as he bowled his way up through there and picked up about 2 yards.
So it'll be a gain there of about a yard as the Carroll Tigers will now have a first and down at the 19-yard line for Gilbert.
So we've yet to see Zygmunt touch a ball offensively outside of the special team. So you just kind of wonder where that's going to start coming into play.
3 in the backfield. Tight formation here for the Carroll Tigers. They will give it off, and it's Zygmunt that time. And just as we say it, it's going to be a loss of 2 yards on the play.
Boy, they were really on top of that play. they were beating up his lead blockers before he even got the ball yet.
So that'll be a loss of 2 yards on the play. They'll be drove back to the Gilbert 22. It's second and 13 on the 22. A minute 30 left here in the quarter. So maybe just a little bit of hustle here from the Carroll Tigers we might see. 3 in the backfield. Tight formation for the wide receivers. Jack White is under center once again. Gilbert with a big backfield, 5 of them there. He's going to look to throw. He finds a man in the outfield. It's Evan Hammer who brings it in. Touchdown, Tigers.
Great back shoulder throw there. Great job by Hammer looking that ball in. Threw it. Only one guy out there could have caught that ball, and he did.
So it is White to Hammer for a 22-yard bomb. A very nice throw by Jack White. Saw Evan Hammer right in the left corner of the end zone. It's a touchdown for the Tigers. And here to do the kicking here for the Carroll Tigers, it will be Jack Friel once again to kick the field goal. It's up, it's on the way, and it's good. So the Carroll Tigers take the early 7-0 lead. A minute 13 left in the first quarter. We're going to take a quick 1-minute timeout. We'll be right back here on 1380 AM, 95.1 FM, KCIM.
Hi, this is Dr.
At New Way Ford in Coon Rapids and New Way Auto in Jefferson, we make your vehicle buying experience stress-free. Our sales team will help determine your vehicle needs with options and features that you desire. Our finance team will explain financing terms and options best for each customer. Our service team is always here for you, from our Oil Changes for Life program to our exclusive warranty forever. We work to keep your New Way vehicle going long after the sale. Stop by and let our family help yours get into the next car, truck, or SUV.
Motor Inn of Carroll is your hometown team for all of your sales, service, parts, and collision needs all season long. From the helpful sales staff to the area's best service department, Motor Inn of Carroll has the expertise that you need to stay on the road and keep that auto investment looking good. From work to play, they have it all. Good luck to all the area teams from Motor Inn of Carroll.
Back here on 1380 AM, 95.1 FM, KCIM. Gilbert breaking some tackles there, and the special teams for Gilbert will get a nice run to start it off. Owen Worth just kind of getting through that special teams for Carroll and gets Gilbert up to their 35-yard line.
Well, that was a really good open field tackle there by Carroll in that situation. They had done a little fake reverse, and he kept the ball, kept going to that side, and he was just starting to cut back towards the middle. That middle had completely opened up. Half the team went with that fake reverse. The other half stayed with the ball, and the middle was wide open. So nice open field tackle.
Gilbert will start it off on their own 36-yard line. That'll be where we start from. 3 in the backfield, 1 split out to the right. Here comes Kautman, who's going to run it himself. No, doesn't really get anywhere. Maybe a gain of a yard or 2. As the Carroll defense up front line just does some great work there.
That was a handoff there again to 43.
So to Will Hawthorne.
Hawthorne again, yeah. They were sitting on him on that play.
So again, it's going to be another 3 back, 1 split out to the right. This will be Kautman under center once again. With 36 seconds left in the quarter, Kautman is going to hand it off again to Hawthorne. It looked like for this moment, but I don't think that's who exactly it was. But the Gilbert Tigers get a nice gain there on the play. It'll be 3rd down and about a yard or 2 to go.
That was Hawthorne again on the pitch out there, and boy, he got upfield in a hurry.
So it'll be 3rd and 2nd from the 44-yard line.
Carroll High defense is probably going to be looking towards the middle here again. You know, they've had some pretty good success getting up the middle. A couple of plays here around the outside has kind of loosened that up maybe, and so you might see a middle run here again.
Absolutely, and that's going to be the horn for the first quarter. We'll take a break. We'll be right back in 1 minute with the second quarter here on 1380 AM, 95.1 FM, KCIM. Carroll leads this one 7-0.
When it comes This is Iowa, and Avela Bank has called Iowa home since 1870. With 17 locations across the state, we're proud to be part of your community. Right now, you can open an Avela Bank Simply Free checking account for you or your business and get a new debit card immediately. We'll even buy your old bank's unused checks. Stop by or visit us online to see how we're making better banking available for you. Avela Bank, member FDIC.
Being a part of a team is not only fun, it can give our students a sense of identity and help them develop long-term relationships. This is Dr. Nate Luth, Next Generation Chiropractic. Student athletes, make sure you are taking care of your body before, during, and after the game. Proper warm-ups and cool-down are vital to staying on the field or court, and having regular chiropractic appointments can help reduce the risk of injury. Stay in the game by taking care of your body. Good luck to all area student athletes this season. Let's stay healthy and have fun.
We are back here on Kick 106.7 here for the second quarter as we get going. It'll be, again, the Gilbert Tigers. 1 split out to the right, 1 to the left. They're going to look to throw it. Here comes Kautman, who's going to be sacked at the 40-yard line. Big play there for the Carroll defense.
Tayden Peterson come flying in from the second level, and Derek Sims there on the hit.
So back to the Gilbert 40. Man, what a great effort that time from that Carroll defense. Drives the Gilbert Tigers back. It's now 4th and 6 from their own 40. They're going to be forced to punt this one away. Zickman will be back to receive once again for the Carroll Tigers.
It'll be interesting to see here if they try to kind of maybe keep the ball away from Zigman, make him run to try to get to it again.
So here comes the punt from Gilbert. We will have a false start or a, I think on the defense. So a neutral zone infraction that time for the defense because he just saw him just flinch and that. So it looks like, nope, it'll be on Gilbert. So I saw some of the D-line for Carroll flinch there, but no, Gilbert will be brought back a couple of yards. So they'll be now punting from their own 45-yard line. So here comes the punt. Zigman again back to receive. He will get it. No fair call signal going, and he's going to break one tackle. Going to get to the out-of-bounds mark, and he'll take it out at the 28-yard line for Carroll.
Nice punt that time for Gilbert. They really kind of switched the field position a little bit, but once again, Carroll was really close to getting a hand on that ball.
Second quarter action here on 1380 AM, 95.1 FM KCIM. Don't forget to join us for the Rosa Mutual halftime show. Rosa Mutual believes in the value of youth activities and helping to develop future adults that will live in our area and be leaders in our communities. For all of your home, farm, auto, or commercial insurance needs, visit Rosa Mutual in Carroll or call them at 712-792-4525. Carroll is ready to go. Jack White under center once again. Two backers in the backfield, one split out to the right. And they're going to shuffle a guy over. Looks like Ludwig. They're going to scoop it over. Here comes an Evan Hammer coming on through for a gain of about 4.
I think that was Zigman there on the carry.
Yeah, looks like it. I saw the number 11.
Yeah, I think he was out there on the lead block.
Okay.
Reese Zigman was the carrier on that one.
Reese Zigman with a nice carry that time.
31 will make it 2nd 7.
Cooper Ludwig did a really nice job coming out of the backfield there and meeting that middle linebacker, really sealed the gain on that. Otherwise, he was sitting on that.
And here come the Carroll Tigers. They'll split one out to the right. That is Evan Hammer this time. Split 2 out to the left, so they're going to try to look and open up this passing game. Jack White under center. He's going to take it. He's going to step back, look to pass. Can't find anybody. He's going to have to take it himself, and it's going to go down as a sack as the Gilbert defense adjusts. They'll take him down and take him back, or take him forward 2 yards.
Jack White on the run.
Jack White there with a little bit of big eyes. He was looking for that big play, and if he'd have looked across the field, he had Cooper Ludwig just streaking over towards their sideline all alone there.
Yeah, and that's going to be the thing about this Carroll offense. I mean, they had some opportunities against Denison Slushwick to pass this ball, but in all reality, there wasn't a lot of opportunity. It was more rushing than it was passing. So right now, they're trying to test it against an actual team. And now they'll split 2 to the left, 2 backers in the backfield. Jack White will take it from the shotgun position. He will take the snap, looking downfield, looking for somebody. He's going to go downfield, caught and going streaking down the sideline. It's going to be a fair catch for the Tigers. It's Peyton Wardell on the catch.
Peyton with a really nice over-the-shoulder catch on that. Jack threw a great ball over there, back across kind of where he wanted to go, and first down. That was that same route that Cooper was just open on the last play.
It's going to go down as a 17-yard pass from Jack White. Got to say, man, what a great arm. What great placement, too, by Jack White, right in place of where Wardell could get it.
Yeah, absolutely nice throw, and he's showing a lot of poise here. That first sack, he still picked up a yard on the rush there.
Here comes White. He drops back. He's looking to throw downfield just over the head that time of Wardell. Man, if he could have been just a few yards back, Wardell would have been out to the end zone.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe if that's just one play before that, too, where Wardell maybe has his full breath, he might make that extra step to catch that ball.
So it will be a 2nd down and 10 situation at the 50 here for Carroll. So right now, this passing game for Carroll is looking sharp. I mean, there's been some miscues here and there, but right now the passing game's working well.
Yeah, absolutely. And let's see if that maybe starts to loosen up that linebacking core for Gilbert here. Maybe gives these guys a little more room to run.
It'll be 8:50 left on the clock. 2nd and 10 from the 50. Jack White goes under center. He's going to pass it off to a running back. He tumbles and rumbles through. He breaks a tackle. He's still spinning through, and that's going to be Cooper Ludwig with a big rush.
Yeah, great run there by Cooper. He could have went down about 2 or 3 yards sooner, but made a great spin power move, got through, and was met immediately and made another spin to get himself a couple more feet, even yards there. It's right there at the first down marker now. Very manageable 3rd down.
It'll go down as a 9-yard rushing attempt for Cooper Ludwig. It'll be a 3rd and 1 situation from the 41-yard line. As Gilbert right now, their backfield is stacked. They got a 5 5 or 6 guys in the backfield. I mean, they're looking to kind of shut down that passing defense. Right now, Carroll working around it as Jack White's got 2 backers in the backfield, 1 split out to the right. Jack White hands it right up the middle, breaking a tackle, potentially breaking another tackle. He passes or hands it off that time to Sievers. Man, what a great kind of effort past that time. It's a first down for Carroll.
I think that was Tayden Peterson on the carry there.
Yes, Tayden Peterson, you're correct.
Yep, another sophomore back, and big, strong, talented kid there as well. He did a great job of shedding that first tackle, picking up the first down.
And Tayden Peterson just did not quit there. I mean, he had one leg drive on, but he was hopping around trying to get more. Gets Carroll that first down, so good job that time by Tayden Peterson. As we get it going here, Carroll Tigers, Jack White will take it under center, 2 split up to the right, 2-ish to the left. They got 1 close to the line, another one's close as well. So 2 close, 2 split out to the left. They're going to hand it off this time. It's going to be Cooper Ludwig once again. He'll get a nice gain that time of about 4 yards.
Yeah, they gave him a little bit different look out of that spread set. They did a handoff onto the guy in motion and pick up a quick 4 yards and just keeping that defense honest here.
Yeah, and right now, Carroll doesn't really need to go quick. They have a 7-0 lead here in the second quarter, 6:50 and winding down here. So they're right now just kind of playing it easy. They don't need to rush. They don't need to kind of throw and go quick right now. They're just kind of playing their game. They're nice. They're relaxed. I can kind of see it when they're walking out to the field. They're just nice and relaxed right now.
Yeah, very loose team and very confident in their ways. They're going to have to hurry this one up, though, a little bit.
Yeah, play clock down the 1. They got to snap it. They get it off in time. Jack White steps back. He's got to roll out to his right. He's running. He's going to have to take it himself, and he does. He's going to go out to about the 31-yard line. A very nice run. So that's going to be a gain of about, well, it looks more impressive, but only about 3 yards.
Yeah, absolutely. He ran a long ways coming all the way across the field. Once again, that's one of those, I think, if he had a second to stop and set his feet and look back, he had his weak side tight end wide open on that weak side on the flat there.
So it's just going to be seeing where the opportunities lie right now. Again, they rely a lot on that run game, but they're opening up the pass game here tonight. Carroll will split 2 out, kind of an overload to the right, 3 wide, or 2 backs, 2 out to the right, 1 to the left. And we're going to get a timeout called by, we'll see who it is.
Timeout for Carroll.
Yep, timeout for Carroll. So we are going to take it with them. We'll be back in and a water break. So we'll take a 30-second timeout with them. We'll be right back here on 1380 AM, 95.1 FM, KCIM. We're back in 30 seconds.
Midwest Wholesale is your local building products headquarters. We have everything you need for your smaller home improvements to the building of your home or commercial building. We pride ourselves on giving you top-notch service, quality products with competitive prices. So whether you're a do-it-yourselfer, a contractor, or you just need a little help on a project, Midwest Wholesale is a one-stop resource for all your building needs. Midwest Wholesale, how you want it, when you want it, where you want it, we deliver.
Guessing now whether they're going to throw or run here.
We're back here on 1380 AM, 95.1 FM, KCIM. Tyler Bruner, Craig Lux joining you here tonight at the Carroll Athletic Stadium. The Carroll Tigers holding strong a 7-0 lead with about 6:18 left here in the second quarter. Craig, this Carroll Tigers team is doing well. We mentioned it right before we left. Jack White is getting to places. He got guys open, but it's just seeing those opportunities. And right now he's got to fight against a very stacked Gilbert backfield.
Yeah, absolutely. Gilbert's doing a great job of pursuing him, which is maybe making him rush himself a little bit more. But, boy, once he starts to settle in and realize he's going to notice that some of these guys are getting open.
We'll have 19 seconds left on the play clock. 6:18 left to go. 3rd and 3 from their Gilbert 31-yard line. They'll have 1 split out to the left, 1 to the right, 2 backers in the backfield, and it's going to be a loose ball. Jack White's going to fall on it. And it's going to cost them 4th and 3rd now.
So we're looking at about a 4th and 4. Absolutely. I don't see Carroll. Conversation by the referees there, but they're going to play on. They're not going to call anything. Carroll's really kind of got them on their heels, guessing whether it's going to be run or pass. So not surprised at all. See him go in this position of the field.
Absolutely. 10 seconds left on the play clock. One wide receiver split up to the right, two bankers in the backfield. Jack White under center. Jack White is going to back up, looking for someone. He gets it downfield, and it's picked off by Gilbert. They're going to run it to the 40 and on to the 50 and take it down at the 48-yard line. That time for Gilbert. Picking it off, it was Connor Rash.
Yeah, he did a very nice job of just reading that play. He was the weak side defensive end, and as soon as Jack White stopped his feet, he just kind of dropped back. He kind of read that, seen that coming in, and unfortunately just turned the field on us.
So Connor Rash is going to get the pick for the Gilbert Tigers, and they're going to take over at their at the Carroll 47-yard line.
First time they've been in Carroll territory all night.
Yes, so let's see exactly what Gilbert can do with it as they'll go under center. 5:25 left to go, 1:10 as Kautman will be under center. One split up to the right, two backers in the backfield. We will get another timeout called, this time by I believe Gilbert will be taking that one.
Okay, Gilbert coaches saw something they weren't very happy with was that formation and decided let's scratch that and go to the next play.
We'll stake it here just with this commercial break. Want to remind you we do have our Rosa Mutual halftime show coming up following this quarter. Rosa Mutual believes in the value of youth activities and helping to develop future adults that will live in the area and be leaders in our communities. For all of your home, farm, auto, or commercial insurance needs, visit Rosa Mutual in Carroll or call them at 712-792-4525. And Craig, this game so far for the Carroll Tigers kind of going their way, but that pick could swing the momentum here.
Yeah, that could definitely be a momentum type shifter. It'd be nice to see the defense respond well here, come out, maybe get a quick 3 and out, maybe try to get the ball back for half, try to get another score in. But the big thing is defense has got to respond here and keep Gilbert away from scoring.
No, and the biggest thing, too, is the fact that they were playing a little bit loose, and maybe they might be a little bit tense after that. Of course, you got Gilbert on your side of the field. You have to play a very stout defense here as Gilbert comes out, 3 in the backfield, 1 split out to the right. Here comes Kautman, who's going to look to throw, and he gets a receiver, and that receiver is going to cut through, spin around, and he's taken down. It's going to be a first down for the Gilbert Tigers. Owen Worth with the catch that time.
Yeah, he did a nice job of making a couple of guys miss out there in open field. Looks like we got a Tiger that's a little bit shooken up after that play.
Yeah, looks like it.
But he's going to stay in the game and go after it.
Oh, there we go. Some mental and some physical toughness from him. 5:02 left to play. 1st and 10 here for the Gilbert Tigers at the Carroll Tigers 32-yard line. It'll be Kautman, in the middle. He will hand it off right up the middle. And what do you know? Once again, it is Will Hawthorne who will take it up right up the middle.
Boy, Hawthorne just doesn't hesitate once he touches the ball, whether the hole's there or not. He just goes to that hole hard, and he doesn't pick his head up and look until he gets that second level.
Again, that was what Coach Rowetter said. He's a very stout sophomore, 6'2". Guy is built very, very well, and it's no wonder he can get through those gaps like that. Here comes another play by Kautman. He's going to hand it off once again. Guess who? To Hawthorne, but this time not getting too far. Gets about, oh no, it will be a first down. I thought it was a little bit less than that, but Hawthorne with another first down here for the Gilbert Tigers.
Once again, Hawthorne on the carry.
Yeah, real nice power run there. Gilbert is... this is kind of what we were wondering. How does Carroll High's defense respond to this? And Gilbert is just playing their style ball, power ball, and throwing it at us. Hopefully we can get a stop here.
It'll be Gilbert. Tight formation, 3 backers in the backfield. Here comes Kautman, who's going to try to keep it himself. He will. He's going to go down, and he's tackled at right about the give it or take a 5-yard gain, so he's going to be tackled right around the 16-yard line.
Boy, Tate Sliceman does a great job there coming out and covering that. If he doesn't get him, that's a big game, and if not in the end zone.
3:39 left. 2nd and 5 here for the Gilbert Tigers at the Carroll Tigers 16. Tigers defense got to be aware here, got to stay tough here in the first half. We'll get a timeout potentially. The refs are talking. I'm not too sure. 43 over here is walking off the sideline.
So that is Hawthorne.
That is
a little bit of an
Hawthorne.
injury.
I wonder what had happened. I didn't really see. It might be blood or something. I'm not exactly sure. But yeah, Hawthorne's coming off the field and will continue to play. So that's going to be a big loss here for Hawthorne, or for the Gilbert Tigers if Hawthorne can't play here. Gilbert will get it going here, as they'll have 3 in the backfield once again. Here comes Koutman, who's going to hand it off, and he's going to give it off to Owen Worth, but the Carroll Tigers surround him, and it's going to be no gain on the play. Actually, it's going to be a loss of a couple yards.
Dominic Sims, the first guy to meet him there kind of in the backfield, really kind of shook him up there and did a great job of letting the rest of the Tigers get there and make the tackle.
So a nice defensive play that time by the Carroll Tigers, just getting after it. 3rd and 5 now at the 18-yard line for Carroll. 2:47. Gilbert Tigers are threatening here. Got a couple of substitutions here for the Gilbert Tigers. Just saw running out from the play. It was Alec Bell who ran out. Here come the Gilbert Tigers as they will hand it off up the middle. Another nice stuff by the Carroll Tigers defense.
Tayden Peterson not fooled there. They kind of did a triple option, and Tayden just absolutely did not bite on anything. He came in and found that ball carrier and dropped him for a yard loss.
So again, the Carroll Tigers defense coming up clutch here. A couple of nice 3rd down stops. 2:10 left in the second quarter. 4th and 8 here for the Gilbert Tigers. The Carroll fans are excited. The guys are pumping them up here.
Yeah, absolutely. This is a big play here, big momentum shift for them if they can get this ball back now.
And Gilbert's going to go for it. 3 in the backfield, tight formation up front. Here comes Koutman, trying to maybe get him off sides here. Koutman under center, and the flag going to be called. Not too sure who it is. It's on Gilbert.
Delay again.
Oh, no, a delay of game. Thank you. I have a hard time seeing either of the play clocks, so a delay of game for Gilbert. That one is going to sting a little bit.
You know, I think Gilbert was willing to accept that penalty. It was just going to try to draw Carroll off, maybe make it a little bit more manageable 4th down. You really don't have a lot to lose down here when you're in a 4th and 8-9 yard range.
Right. Well, a timeout will be called. We are going to take it with them. We'll be right back here in 30 seconds on 1380 AM, 95.1 FM, KCIM.
St. Anthony Regional Hospital, the regional leader in healthcare, dedicated to improving the health of the people they serve. At St. Anthony Regional Cancer Center, you'll find the convenience of cancer and oncology consultation and treatment in one convenient location. At St. Anthony Clinic, you'll find a team of doctors and nurses that care about you and your family's health. St. Anthony Clinic is devoted to comprehensive healthcare for people of all ages. For every stage of life, always look to the cross. Always St. Anthony.
AM 95.1 FM KCIM. We are back. 4th and 8 for the Gilbert Tigers. They'll have 1 split out to the right, 3 in the backfield. Here comes Koutman, who's going to hand it off, and they're going to look to throw downfield. Do they have it? They do. It's a touchdown, Gilbert.
Boy, that was just a great catch. Carroll High had it defended well, and he just went up and got the ball and just kind of took it away from the defender.
That's going to be a touchdown pass for the Gilbert Tigers. It'll go down as a 19-yard touchdown. So the Gilbert Tigers look to even this up. It will be a minute 35 left in the second quarter. A 7-6 lead still for Carroll, barring this extra point. And coming out to kick it for the Gilbert Tigers, it is Nash Hansen. Ball is back. It's kicked up, and it is good. We are all tied up here at the Carroll Athletic Stadium. A minute 35 left to play here in quarter number 2, and we'll be back in 1 minute on 1380 AM, 95.1 FM, KCIM.
For almost 150 years, Roselle Mutual has been insuring homes, farms, and so much more in Carroll and the surrounding communities. We offer outstanding coverage whether you need it for your shiny new car, your next ATV ride in the trails, or boating day on the water, or you're looking to put better protection on your family home and farm. Roselle Mutual and Grinnell Mutual are here to provide you with expertise, exceptional service, and quality insurance for all of your needs. For commercial, farm, home, and auto insurance, give us a call today at 792-4525. Roselle Mutual, proudly insuring the area since 1876.
One of the best kept secrets in Carroll is JP Flooring. I was looking to replace the floor in a couple rooms at home. It can be super overwhelming with all of the options available. I popped by JP Flooring and was super surprised and impressed with the showroom and selection. I had no idea how extensive their product lines were. They have a designer on staff that helped me narrow down what I was looking for. When you change your floors, it changes the whole character of a room. I used their product visualizer and could literally see in advance what the styles would look like in my room. I totally recommend JP Flooring in Carroll.
Back here on 1380 AM, 95.1 FM KCIM. We are back on the second quarter. Gilbert Tigers striking late with about 1:35 left. They get a 19-yard touchdown that ties this ball game up at 7 apiece.
So I see Carroll High is kind of pulling their guys up here just a little bit.
Yeah, they got 5 up front, 2, 2, and 2 kind of in their backfields. Gilbert's going to kick it away. It'll fall out of bounds at around the 27-28 yard line. And that's where the ball will be spot. 1:35 left. Carroll's got an opportunity here. It's going to be tough to get something downfield. So that outfield, if you're going to look to pass it, it's going to have to be pretty good. And
so I think they're going to take the opportunity to make them re-kick.
I think so. It looks like they will. So they'll go back. We'll get the reset up here. It's a good time to remind you about the Gatorade broadcast booth we're in here tonight. Gatorade distributed by Pepsi Beverages in Carroll. Gatorade helps athletes fuel, recover, and perform. And don't forget, we'll name our Motor Inn Player of the Game. It's going to be announced the post game, and a photo of the player will be posted on the Carroll Broadcasting Sports Network website and social media sites. Motor Inn of Carroll is your premier Toyota, Chevy, and Buick dealership for everything sales, service, parts, and collision. We'll get a re-kick here from Mr. Nash Hansen. And again, it'll be the Carroll Tigers to receive. 1:35 remains here in quarter number 2. If Carroll can trudge down the field quick enough, they can maybe go into the halftime with the lead, but we'll have to wait and see. Nash Hansen will step back to the 30-yard line. Ball placed at the 35, and we're ready to go. Kick is on the way. And grabbing it that time will be Zigman. So Zigman will take it. He's got some blockers. He's going to get the sideline, and he'll take it right about the 39-yard line. So a nice return that time by Zigman.
Yeah, he just didn't hesitate. He caught the ball. He looked for that left side crease, and he got up the sideline there, got him in 39. Now, we only got a minute and a half to push the ball up the field, though. You know, it'll be interesting to see if Carroll's willing to just kind of take this 7-7 and get the ball back to start the half, or if they're going to try to maybe push and put some points on the board here.
So Carroll Tigers have 1:29 now to get down the field quickly. Ball is on the 39-yard line. 1st and 10 here for the Tigers. They'll split 2 out, 3 out to the right, so an overload right with 1 on the left side. Also a backer close to the line Here comes Jack White. He's going to look to throw. He's got to scramble to his right. He's got one downfield, and with the reception, a great grab that time by Chase Regaller.
Yeah, it was a great heads-up play. Chase also didn't do too much with it, just took the ball, got himself out of bounds, and stops the clock.
So that'll be a 10-yard gain, it looks like, and it'll be a 1st down for the Tigers. And nice for Chase Regaller to get out of bounds. That's going to be crucial. So those guys are going to be looking to get on the sidelines and get out of bounds quickly. And it's the Carroll Tigers. Jack White will take this from the shotgun position. 2 backers near him. And wide receiver split out to the left side. Jack White backs up and looking to throw. And it's almost picked off by the Gilbert Tigers. It's an incomplete pass.
Jack's getting a little bit of the stare downs here. He's been looking his wide receivers down pretty hard. He may need to start throwing a little pump fake in there. You know, that guy, when he bit there, he left the guy going deep all alone.
Yeah, that's the thing that Jack White's going to have to do. He's got to react a little bit quicker, because if he doesn't, those backers are going to be able to read his eyes and, like you said there, Craig, get to exactly where he's throwing. That's what happened there. The backer read his eyes and was right there, almost nearly picked it off. So the Carroll Tigers have 1:15 here. It's still 2nd and 10 at the 49-yard line of Gilbert's 49-yard line. And the Carroll Tigers, Jack White will take it under center. 3 split out to the left, 2 to the right. We'll get a timeout, though, called by Carroll. They have one remaining after this, and we'll take it with them. We'll be back here in 30 seconds here on 1380 AM, 95.1 FM, KCIM.
At Carroll County Solid Waste, we deliver environmental services, such as recycling opportunities. You'll find our blue recycle containers at the park, the ball field, on Main Street, and at many summer events. We also have portable event recycling stands for you to borrow, free of charge for your summer gatherings. So while you're out enjoying the summer fun, look for us. We've got your recycling needs covered. We're Carroll County Solid Waste, delivering environmental services together.
Family owned and operated since 1948, Quant Auto Salvage is the area's best full-service scrap facility. Whether you are looking to sell scrap iron, vehicles, or batteries, or you need to locate that difficult-to-find part for your vehicle, they have what you need. And if it isn't in stock, they can locate it with their nationwide parts database, or you can pull it yourself at their You Pull It. Quant Auto Salvage. They sell the best and recycle the rest on Kitty Hawk Avenue in Carroll.
Real costly miscues with Jack maybe just looking his receivers down just a little bit too much, but
Jack White will take it under the shotgun position. Here comes the throw down the right sideline. Zigman was open, but the throw is going to be overthrown. It'll be a 3rd and 10.
Well, I think he's seen the matchup he really liked. That they ran a little inside stunt blitz there or something. They ended up with number 67. I think he's a defensive end trying to cover Zigman down the sideline. So good recognition by Jack. Just need to make that throw a little bit more in bounds, let Zigman have a chance at it.
So it will be a 3rd and 10 attempt from their own 49 once again. As the Tigers now with a 3rd and 10 position. This is their 5th snap of the drive. He's going to flip it forward, and Zigman, though, is going to be taken down not too far, about a 3-yard gain out to the 46-yard line, and it's going to be 4th and 7.
Yeah, a little inside shovel pass there, trying to catch him, maybe trying to get overly aggressive on the line and pressuring him, and was hoping they kind of run by, but they snuffed it out pretty well.
So it's only a 3-yard gain. So the Carroll Tigers not sure exactly what they're going to do here. 32 seconds right now. Looks like Jack White going to get some things from Coach Rowe. And they're going to probably just chew off some time here. Looking at the play clock, it's down to 4 seconds. 18 seconds left in the game, and they're going to call a timeout. So 15 seconds will remain here in the second quarter. We'll take another quick 30-second timeout. We'll be back here on 1380 AM, 95.1 FM, KCIM.
At The Present Company, we will help you transition your home and wardrobe with the changing seasons. Hi, this is Andrea. Whether you're looking to get warm and toasty this winter, or it's time for a light and airy lift this spring, shop our collection of boutique-style clothing, gorgeous accessories, and purses. Add personal style to your home with unique home decor pieces that will warm your rooms from wall to wall. Infuse your home and your wardrobe with style from The Present Company in Audubon.
You make a play that's maybe a little bit outside of your range.
Absolutely
go
right.
out there and get it.
This is where stars are made. This is the moments that define a player, and hopefully Jack White can get it here. So here we go, the Carroll Tigers. Jack White will go under center. 3 split out to the left, 2 to the right. 2 of them close to the line and to the O-line. Jack White under center. He will take it. He'll step back. He'll throw. He'll get it off to Zigman. It's going to be handed back, but unsuccessful. I believe Evan Hammer. Nope, it was Zigman who got the pass back from Hammer. 8 seconds remaining and not enough for the first down.
Yeah, they really sat on that. I kind of wondered. I saw Coach Ryder talking to the wide receivers pretty hard there. I kind of wondered if that was going to be something he had up his sleeve there. And I think Gilbert as well was kind of looking at that, and they trailed him all the way across. Since he got the ball on the lateral, he was pretty well wrapped up.
So Gilbert will get it at their own 40-yard line with about there are 8 seconds remaining. So not a lot of time for Gilbert to do anything, just a long pass downfield, maybe get something here or there. But if you're Gilbert, nothing wrong if they want to just knee it. We'll see. So Gilbert will come on out. They'll get ready to go. They'll have the normal look they've had all game long. 3 in the backfield.
Victory.
And looks like they're going to go into the kneel down pose. So, yep, the pseudo victory position right now. They'll just kind of go into the locker room tied at 7, satisfied with that. That's going to do it for the second half, or the first half, I should say. Tied at 7 apiece. We got the Roselle Mutual halftime show coming up next here on 1380 AM, 95.1 FM, KCIM. Don't go too far.
From bump set spike to the crack.
Dries Company.
People want and deserve more comfort, efficiency, and reliability, both in their homes and places of work. Dries Company will be there to meet these challenges, whether we are designing a new system or servicing your existing equipment. We are a rapidly growing company that strives to
Show. Rosa Mutual believes in the value of youth activities and helping to develop future adults who will live in the area and be leaders in our communities. For all of your home, farm, auto, or commercial insurance needs, visit Rosa Mutual in Carroll or call them 712-792-4525. Craig Lux, Tyler Bruner back with you once again. And Craig, what an interesting game. We said before we got on, maybe not surprised by the result right now. Both teams came in similar looking defenses, more similar looking offenses, and right now tied at 7 apiece at halftime. What's your kind of thoughts so far in this game?
Well, it's been a couple of momentum gains and switches in this game, big time. Reese Zigman punt return, obviously a big momentum swing from Carroll. They come out and they score on that series. And then the interception by Gilbert turns into 7 points on a fourth down and 9 on a little bit of a flea flicker play.
Yeah, and you and me were kind of surprised. Zigman not having a lot of touches on the ball today. It's been more Cooper Ludwig, and they've been passing the ball a little bit more. Why, as a team, and you can tell me this just as kind of a mind, I know that Coach Rowetter really wants to run the ball, but now they're kind of focusing a little bit on the pass tonight.
I think they were just struggling getting that running game going. Gilbert was putting a lot of guys up in the box. They were seeing 5, 6, 7 guys at the line there, early on when they were trying to establish that run game. And when they opened that up into the pass, they started having a little bit of success moving the ball both ways. So I think, you're going to see him become a little bit more balanced yet and try to keep that defense off balance.
Absolutely. I mean, and I think for Carroll, it's going to be stopping it's going to be stopping, if I can get the right name right, Hawthorne. There we go. But Hawthorne, I don't know if I saw him after he came out, because he came out with what looked to be an apparent injury.
He did. He did come back in on that fourth down play. I did see him back in the backfield on that play. I'm not so sure he wasn't the one that threw the ball.
It could have been. Yeah, I was looking at the numbers. It might have been Hawthorne to Worth. I think that was the connection there. But yeah, Hawthorne getting back into the game, I think, was crucial for Gilbert, because if they don't have him, they don't really have a running game, because Hawthorne has had a majority of the carries here tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. He's had the majority of their success on the ground at that point. And you kind of wonder if that didn't maybe play into that play a little bit. As soon as Carroll High sees him touch the ball, they're thinking, he's been a real downhill runner. He touches the ball, he doesn't look for his hole. He goes, he explodes, he makes his own hole if it's not there. And he kind of all of a sudden pulled up, and I think that's what kind of got those cornerbacks and linebackers biting in and kind of gave him the opening in the end zone.
And that's what Coach Rowetter said in the pregame show, just the fact that this is going to be a downhill running team. They are going to get to their gaps, and they're not going to stop. They're going to bust you over. They're going to truck you over, and they're not going to wait. And that's what we've seen from Gilbert. I would like to see it a little bit more from Carroll coming into the second half. And if they decide to stay with a passing game, Jack White, I think, just needs to have a little bit more, like you said, some pump fakes in there, and just a little bit more anticipation for where he wants to pass the ball.
Yeah, absolutely. I think Jackson had some great success, had a couple of balls that were just a little bit overthrown that could have been very successful and made some big changes in this game as well. The one big unfortunate throw with that interception that led to their touchdown, Jack just got a little bit of the stare downs there. Yep. He had that again on the next series. He stared down a guy and got real close to another interception. But it seemed like when he bounced back and made that very next throw, he did a good job of scanning the field a little better right there. So he's learning as he goes right away.
He is. He really is. And I think he's going to continue to do that here this season. We're still in the early parts of the season, so he's going to continue to learn and develop and see how he wants to work out that passing game. But of the passes that were complete, I mean, very nice, very accurate throws, and especially down on the sidelines. I was very impressed with a lot of those passes that were on the sidelines.
Yeah, he's had a couple of real nice back shoulder throws. The one here to Reese when he ended up getting a defensive lineman just floated a little bit out of bounds on him. But he had a cross-field pass that dropped on the back shoulder. There was only one guy that was going to be able to catch it. And down here in the end zone with Evan Hammer, who made great concentration, and he was the only guy on the field that was going to be able to catch it.
Exactly right, and that's what you want as a quarterback. You want to put it in the only spot one guy can get it, and it's your receiver. And he threw very nice dimes in this game, but it's going to have to be a fact that he needs to continue that into this game if they want to get past a very stacked backfield for Gilbert, because they're putting 5 to 6 guys back there.
Yeah, they really started dropping back, and I think that's going to open up a little bit of this Carroll run game, I think, in the second half. You may see Coach Rowetter come out and go right back to original game plan if those backers are sitting deep like they were towards the end of that half.
Let's talk a little bit about some of the other scores from our Carroll broadcasting area. Right now, DJ Vanami hit Trevor Ryle for a 10-yard touchdown on the 4th and 3rd. Kemper takes a 10-7 lead on Atlantic, 5:49 left. Craig, of course, you're a big Kemper fan. I think all your kids are going through the Kemper system. What's your kind of thoughts on that game of Atlantic and Kemper?
You know, this is a good test for Kemper anytime they're playing up that next class, and it just prepares them for the next level. You know, Atlantic is one of those teams that last year had a little bit of a tough season, battled through a lot of things, got a new coach in there. You know, he's second season this year, and they're really starting to adapt well to a lot of their things. I heard some very good things out of their game last week.
Yep.
And guys saying that they made some excellent strides. Well, I think Kemper as well, kind of finding their own feet with the passing game this year. And I think it's going to be a pretty much kind of a shootout. It's a little lower scoring, I thought. I think we'll see a little bit more of a shootout.
Another score, Nick Brinks, IKM Manning's defense scooped up a third fumble of the game, but they're not able to score before the half. They're tied at 12 apiece with Westwood Sloan. Last year, IKM Manning winning that game was a great game. I was able to go down to Westwood and call that game. And we'll see if we have any other scores from around the area, but right now, kind of an interesting game. Kemper's winning 2 tied games in our Carroll broadcasting stations. Pretty fun night of football, I'd say.
Oh, absolutely. This is what more do you want on a early season Friday night? You've got 3 great games going on. You've got entertainment on any of the stations you turn to.
A couple of other games that we see. East Sac is trailing right now at halftime 6-3. Arweva trailing Kingsley Pearson 35-7. Wyatt Regaller had a long run for 75 yards. Wyatt Regaller, one of those studs for the Arweva Rockets. Audubon at the end of the first quarter, they lead Boyer Valley 30-7. Good to see the Wheelers getting back into the motions. You know, last year a Dome team lost a very stout senior team, and now they're coming back with hopefully a nice win right now. Again, they're leading Boyer Valley 30-7. You'll be able to see all those scores later on tonight with the New Way Auto Group scoreboard show. We'll talk with head coach Craig Rowetter and all 10 and all 9 of our other area coaches for that coaches show. Casey Miners, Jim Molitor is going to be back in our studios talking with coaches and everything. We're going to take a quick 2.5-minute timeout here on 1380 AM 95.1 FM KCIM. So we'll be back with more with the Rosa Mutual halftime show in 2.5 minutes on KCIM. AM 95.1 FM KCIM. Tyler Bruner and Craig Lux back with you once again here from the Carroll Athletic Stadium. Tied at 7 apiece here at halftime. It's been an entertaining game so far. Both teams kind of at a stalemate, running similar type things. Of course, Gilbert had a trick play kind of towards the end there. They had Hawthorne throwing over the Worth for a 19-yard touchdown. Wonder what we're going to see from Carroll here in the second half.
You know, Coach Rowetter has historically been a good second half coach. They do their coaching staff does a great job of making adjustments at halftime. You hear a lot of scores a lot of times where Carroll might be down 2 or 3 scores sometimes going into halftime, and they come out and they win the game. So I'm anxious to kind of see what he's going to look for to maybe try to help bust this offense open.
I think the big thing is, you know, if they want to continue to be a downhill running team, they got to get those, you know, front O-line to really block for them, because there are more times than not really wasn't a lot of room up front to run through.
Yeah, no, there's Gilbert was shooting the gaps pretty hard on them and meeting them in the backfield quite a bit. You like to get that first contact to be a yard or 2 yards past that first line of scrimmage. And right now we're kind of working on the reverse side of that. We're kind of getting caught up in the backfield a little bit. If we can get downfield a little bit, maybe get those quicker running backs, get that Zigman, get him the chance to get out there where he can use his speed and make a little shifty move, I think that'd be a big improvement for us.
And I think that's going to be the big thing here in the second half. You got to get Zigman some more carries. I mean, the guy went off for just an incredible amount of yards, 148 yards, 2 rushing touchdowns against Denison Slushwick. Get him working a little bit more. I know Ludwig's been a very good guy, 95 rushing yards against Denison Slushwick, but you can tell that Zigman is that guy who's going to be shifty, and he's going to get past a lot of defenders if you can get him the ball.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, Cooper Ludwig is a workhorse, man. The kid is he's the epitome of hard work. You ask him to go out and do something, he's just going to go put his head down and do it. And, you know, we saw that on a couple of runs. He's been met in the backfield tonight numerous times, and he's still falling forward every time he touches the ball. You know, and that's a real testament to the type of kid he is. You know, defensively, too, he's knifing gaps and getting in their backfield and busting things up. So, Zigman, a little bit more of the dance and flash, the big play kind of guy. And it would be nice maybe to see them maybe run a little something to get him the ball out in the flats where he can work on just that secondary level right away.
Well, the Rosa Mutual halftime show is going to come to an end. The Carroll Tigers deferred the first half. They'll get the ball the second half to start it off. We'll be right back here in 1 minute on 1380 AM 95.1 FM KCIM. The second half is coming up next. Back here on 1380 AM, 95.1 FM KCIM. Tyler Bruner and Craig Lux back with you once again on this awesome Friday night. We got the lights are on at the Carroll Athletic Stadium. I tell you what, Craig, it's only my second year doing this, but man, you gotta love football Friday nights.
Oh, absolutely. You know, growing up as a kid, I had 2 brothers that were all-state football players, and I lived my life on Friday nights at the football fields. And so to come out here and be a part of this every Friday night and watch the games, I absolutely love it.
So again, Carroll is going to receive the ball here for the second half. We will have Reese Zigman, Chase Regaler back there. That's going to be the kick returners. And for Gilbert, Nash Hansen will kick it off to start off the second half of play. So here comes Hansen. We're ready to rock and roll here in the second half. It is going to be Carroll receiving. It looks like it's going to be Roselle who's going to be stuffed up right near the 26-yard line, and that's where Carroll's going to take over.
Chase Galler, another one of those kids, he's a real fast athlete and not afraid of contact. It'd be nice to see him maybe get a little bit more involved yet tonight, too, touching the ball.
So, again, that was Chase Roselle there on the kick return as the Carroll Tigers get it going again. Let's see how and what kind of adjustments the Tigers will make here as we'll get going. Jack White trots his way out there. Again, last week against Denison Slush Week, 31 passing yards, 1 touchdown. Got to imagine he's got a lot more here tonight, but we'll see what adjustments Coach Rowetter has made. 3 in the backfield, tight formation. Jack White is under center, loose football, and Gilbert saying they have it. Let's see what the official ruling is. And Gilbert will pick up the football. A fumble on the play, and the Gilbert Tigers take over. Not the way you want to start off this second half.
No, that's the second fumble from center to quarterback we've had tonight, and it looks like the ball's maybe not getting back to him quite in time, or he's pulling out just a little bit ahead of the ball. But you know, that's a big thing they're going to need to work on and get fixed.
Absolutely. Those are mental mistakes and fundamental mistakes to kind of make at this point in the season. You've had camp, you've had summer, you've had a lot of practice at this point. Those are things that you can't make at this stage of life. And now Gilbert with excellent field condition. 1st and 10 from the Carroll 25. And it'll be Kautman under center, 3 in the backfield. He'll hand it off. Nope, he'll fake the handoff, throw downfield. He's got a wide open receiver down the sideline. Touchdown, Gilbert. That's Carson Roselle with the reception.
Boy, the Carroll High defense really bit on the play action there, and he came from across the field, and just absolutely nobody picked him up.
It is a 25-yard touchdown for Gilbert, and they will take the lead 13-7, barring the extra point. So the Gilbert Tigers get ready for the extra point attempt. It's back, it's up, and it is good. The Gilbert Tigers, they take their first lead of the game. It is a 14-7 game. We'll take a 1-minute timeout. We'll be right back here on 1380 AM, 95.1 FM, KCIM.
Campus Lumberyard.
Back here on 1380 AM, 95.1 FM, KCIM. Gilbert kicks off for the second time in only about 10 seconds. This will be Zigman who's going to take it over to the left hash mark. He tries to get a little bit more yardage, is unable to do it, and Carroll's going to take over from their own 30-yard line. But tough mistakes here from Carroll early on in this second half, as a fumble and then all of a sudden a 25-yard touchdown pass from Gilbert, and now the Gilbert Tigers find themselves up 14-7, Craig.
Yeah, absolutely. A couple of big momentum busters for Carroll, unfortunately. You know, the 2 turnovers both turned into touchdowns, and now Carroll High's got to find themselves maybe a way to just sustain a good, solid drive and punch Gilbert back in the mouth once.
And they got to do it here as the Carroll Tigers, 3 in the backfield. It'll be Jack White under center. White will get to the The hike, and it's right up the middle. What a great effort that time. Looks like Zigman, and we'll get the number here in just a second.
Ludwig again.
Yeah, Ludwig. So Cooper Ludwig just powering his way down there, and he'll get the Carroll Tigers. Looks like a 6-yard gain.
Yeah, nice opening run there for Cooper, just to absolutely get downhill and just push bigger guys out of the way.
So Cooper Ludwig with a nice just downhill run, forcing his way. 3 in the backfield. Jack White once again. He will hand it off again to Cooper Ludwig, but this time not so lucky. Gets about 2 yards on the gain. It'll be 3rd and 4.
Yeah, so they got a little bit of room here to work with on a 3rd and 4. We've seen the middle here 2 times in a row, and again, you kind of wonder if Coach Roeder isn't setting up to test an outside here again.
So about a 1 to 2 yard gain on the play. So 35-yard line, 3 and 2 for the Carroll Tigers. Manageable here for the Tigers, but they got to get some good blocks up front here. It'll be, it looks like same formation. They'll have 3 receivers out to the right, tightly though to the line. 3 backers in the back. Jack White gets the handoff, hands it off, and it's up the middle, but nowhere really to go that time. Looks like Chase Regaller that time on the carry.
Regaller kind of up and over a guy there right at the end and picked up the first down.
So, of course, from this angle, it didn't even look like it was that far, but first down for the Tigers, so a nice carry play by Chase Regaller.
So this is kind of the start of that sustained power drive that they'd like to see to maybe get that momentum shifted back. So
that's going to be, it's the start of it. And that's what you need, especially after what just happened. You slowly build up to that. You're like, hey, we got to build confidence now, and that's how you do it. Just drives that maybe don't take as long, but you're trudging downfield. That's how it all gets started. Here we go with Jack White under center once again. 3 in the backfield. He'll hand it off once again. This time they will get a nice gain of about 4 yards on the play, and that time with it, it is Zigman.
So Zigman a little bit quicker on the outside there, and they're going to pick up 4 yards. You know, the one thing we're just not doing is we're not getting off that first block, getting those secondary blocks at all, and the backers are just coming up and making it tough for these running backs to get anywhere past that first level.
Yeah, you know, Gilbert up front is just kind of a wall right now. There's not a lot getting past them. And if they do, they got a very large secondary that's not really spread out too much. It's packed together. Right now they have 4 in the back, or actually 4 in the front, 4 in the back, 3 in the back. So it's kind of a stacked defense right here for this Gilbert offense. It's going to be a pass or a scooped, kind of a shovel pass off to Zigman, but he won't get too far. He'll actually be pushed maybe back a yard or 2.
Boy, on that one, their defense was really keying on the run. They had 11 guys up within 4 yards of the line of scrimmage there, you know, and they're just testing Carroll right now, tempting them to throw that ball.
They are. 3rd and 8 for Carroll at their own 40-yard line. They go back 2 yards. It was Reese Zigman on the carry. He will go back 2 yards. We'll have Chase Regaller coming back in here for the Tigers, as it was Tayden Peterson who was in there for a couple of plays. Carroll Tigers now looking to pass here. 2 split out to the left. A couple of receivers tightly on the right side. 2 in the back. It'll be Jack White taking it from the shotgun position. Shovel pass forward, but not going to get too much. It's Zigman again on the carry. He'll get 2 yards back to the 42, but nothing much there for the Carroll Tigers.
No, I saw a little bit of frustration out of that offensive line there coming up back off that play. You know, they're not able to hold and sustain those blocks and get these guys those big plays. So I think, you know, I wouldn't be surprised to see Coach maybe start opening this back up into that passing game here yet.
Yeah, and you look at Gilbert's defensive front, some bigger guys there. Not saying Gilbert or Carroll doesn't have big guys, but a little bit maybe of a size difference up front, as the Carroll Tigers will be forced to punt from their own 42-yard line. Here it is. It is almost blocked. It'll roll, though, all the way over. It's going to be a shed pass or shed block that time by Gilbert, and it'll be out of bounds that time on the reception for Gilbert. It was Nash Hansen, so he'll take it out to their own 29-yard line, and that's where they'll take over.
kind of a similar type reception to what we saw earlier with Reese Sigmund. He kind of caught it off the bounce over his shoulder and made a nice little stop and go move, shed that first tackler, and got 10 yards up the field for him again.
14-7 Gilbert, 7:07 left here in the third quarter. Want to remind you, we got the Mackey Motors postgame show coming up following this. Find new roads at Mackey Motors in Lake City. Find them online, MackeyMotors.com. Here come the Gilbert Tigers. Koutman, he is going to be under center. 3 in the backfield. They split 1 out to the left. Koutman will get the snap. He'll hand it off right up the middle. A lot of room here for the Gilbert Tigers, and it's going to be a large first down. And surprise, surprise, Will Hawthorne on the carry.
Boy, Hawthorne he got that, and he got into that second level, and he never tried to make a shift move, nothing. He just decided, you know what, if you're going to tackle me, you're going to have to tackle me straight on, and picked up another 5, 6, 7 yards after that initial hit.
So again, very nice downhill running. They get out to their own 43-yard line. 6:45 remaining here in the corner. 1 split out to the left, 3 in the backfield. Here's his Koutman under center. He'll hand it off to Hawthorne once again, who's going to rumble his way for looks like a 5 or 4 yard gain.
So that actually was first man through the hole. That's going to be that odd number there in the backfield. I think 57 maybe, Danny Buss.
Okay. So Danny Buss looks like it just might be. We'll get that looked at here soon. Here is Gilbert. 1 split out to the right, 3 in the backfield. Koutman under center once again. He's going to hand it off. Number 36 going to get it up to the sideline, and another first down that time for the Gilbert Tigers. That time it is Jonathan Stoker with it.
Stoker, and they do have that odd number there. He's been kind of their lead blocker in the backfield. They've got number 67, which I'm not seeing listed here on the program.
67, Ben Peterson.
Ben Peterson. So, you know, he's been a bigger guy out of that backfield, and now, boy, they're just everything they're doing is tending to work. So, Tigers take a timeout here, maybe see if they can get something to stop this bleeding.
Yep, timeout called on the field. We will take it with them. We're back in 30 seconds here on 1380 AM, 95.1 FM, KCIM. We are back here on 1380 AM, 95.1 FM, KCIM for the Carroll Athletic Stadium. Tyler Bruner, Craig Lux here at the stadium. We do got Addie Clucky, who's over there kind of manning our video stuff. I don't know how she got roped into it, but I'll tell you what, Addie, thank you so much for running our video equipment tonight.
Absolutely, a nice air-conditioned seat for her to
absolutely
take a look at the game.
You are correct. Nice air-conditioned seat for Andy Clucky. So again, thank you to Addie for running our video equipment tonight. You can watch and listen to tonight's broadcast on our Carroll Broadcasting YouTube channel. Just search Carroll Broadcasting Sports Network. As the Gilbert Tigers get ready, Koutman will be under center once again. 1 split out to the right, 3 in the backfield once again. Same look they've been going with all night long. They're going to hand it off. Yes, they will hand it off, and didn't really see where it went. Maybe not too far.
Stoker over there on the running to the far sideline, and he was tripped up by, I believe, Sims again.
So Sims getting tied up. They go to the original down, so they don't really get anything off that play. Still 2nd and 10 from their own 44-yard line. That's what it looks like. So it'd be 2nd and 10 actually from the 43-yard line. Tight formation, 3 backers, 1 split out to the left. It's a fake sweep punt, but it's going to be right up the middle. The Carroll Tigers with a nice stuff up the middle.
Yeah, met hard right at the line of scrimmage. There kind of stood him up, but he still powered through. Still powered through. We might be seeing one of those first muscle cramps of the night out there right
we
now.
do. So, we do have a Tiger player down stretching out that muscle, or stretching it out. Can't see exactly who it is. I thought I saw number 9, but nope, doesn't look like it.
I believe that's Tayden Peterson.
Tayden Peterson. So yeah, right now it's just cramping. Yep. So we'll get him down there. He'll get up on his own power. He'll walk over to the sidelines off of his own power. Yeah. Once again, that's just Tayden Peterson, a guy who's been putting in some good work here tonight for the Carroll Tigers, and he'll kind of limp off to the sideline. So it looks like he'll be all right. He's going to jog off a little bit. Just a hot night is what it is tonight.
Oh, absolutely. You know, and you see in every one of these breaks, both teams, their water teams are just getting hustled in and out. So, and even the officials are taking water on every stop of play, whether it be timeout or a water timeout.
Yeah, it's 8:30 local time, still 80 degrees outside. So it is a little bit of a steamy night. So right now, Gilbert 3rd and 8 at their own 41-yard line.
Big third down here for the Tigers now. They need to make a stop.
So one split out to the left, 3 backers in the backfield. Here comes Coutman. He will get it. He's going to head it up to Hawthorne, and Hawthorne is stuffed at the 40-yard line. Only a gain of a yard.
Yeah, the defensive end did a good job of turning that in, and once again, just like you draw it up in practice, Cooper Ludwig came up out of the middle linebacker spot and stuck his head right in there and brought him down for a short gain.
So a nice defensive play that time by the Carroll Tigers, and you can definitely see their confidence coming back. I mean, you get a fumble and then you give up a 25-yard touchdown. Nice to see that confidence coming back for the Carroll Tigers here defensively. 4:26 left in the third quarter. It's 4th and 7, and the Gilbert Tigers going to go for it. 2 wide receivers split up to the right and left, 3 in the backfield. Here comes Coutman under center. He's going to look to throw, and he's got one wide open, and he breaks the tackle, and he's going to get the first down and a little bit more. That was Brock Christensen with the reception.
Yeah, he came up there. The quarterback did a nice job of reading that soft kind of zone coverage. They were keying in the backfield and just gave a little bit too much of a buffer. He threw the ball about 6 yards right on the marker. He falls forward, gets the first down.
It'll be a 12-yard reception that time for Brock Christensen coming in at wide receiver. And now the Gilbert Tigers have it at the Carroll 28, 1st and 10. 1 wide receiver split out to the right, 3 in the backfield. It's going to be the quarterback there, and a nice play that time. Getting after it, it was Tayden Peterson on the tackle.
Back from his muscle cramp, but right away on this tackle, he's back down again, looking like he's still kind of cramping up.
Yeah, he goes down once again. Good for a Gilbert player, going to help him out there. Nice teamwork by the Gilbert Tigers there, but they're stuffed back 4 yards. They'll go to the 33-yard line. That's going to be a loss of about 4. But Tayden Peterson, you know, just putting it all on the line here. I mean, I know he's cramping up, but man, got to give him some A for effort. Jogged up the sideline, came out defense, got a tackle for loss, and now just kind of doing it all for the Tigers.
Yeah, he's really, really powering up. You know, sometimes with those muscle cramps, you really got to make sure you get over there and stretch well. And Tayden's a young kid. He's a sophomore, great athlete kid, good body build for what you're looking for in football. And I think he just needed to take a little bit more time before he tried to get himself back out there.
Yeah, he's going to come off on his own power, limping away. Again, he just kind of a cramp. We'll get him some more water. But we'll get...
A little bit of a shout out to Owen Worth from Gilbert. He was the first guy to get to Tayden there and kind of help him start stretching.
Absolutely, yeah, great teamwork just to see that. You know, no matter what, you know, we don't want anyone to get hurt or anyone to get injured. So that's a nice kind of effort by the Gilbert Tigers. Here comes a pass right downfield, and just the guy you said right there, and a nice play right at the line of scrimmage. Once again, Owen Worth there for the reception. They will get back to the original line of scrimmage.
5-yard gain to the Carroll 28-yard line.
So back to the Carroll 28-yard line. 3:07 remaining. It's 3rd and 9 for the Gilbert Tigers. And now defensively, Carroll looking like they're rolling here, Craig.
You know, they're playing pretty well. They're still being awfully soft on those edges. And right now, Gilbert absolutely taking advantage of that, throwing those quick short outs and letting their wide receivers get 4 to 6 yards every catch.
Coutman under center, 3 in the backfield. He's going to back up. He's going to look to run. He's got a guy on him. He's going to just throw it out of bounds, and it'll be an incomplete pass and what will be a 4th and 10 from the Carroll 28.
So great defense there. They absolutely blew that play up from the start. Had a couple of guys shoot gaps, and a great job by, I believe it is Bell out there on that other end. Did a good job of chasing him down. I'm not sure how he got that pass off.
Yeah, you know, that was kind of a last-ditch kind of thing. Smart play, though, by the quarterback, Kautman. Just kind of threw it away, but looks like Gilbert's going to go for it. 4th and 10 from the 28-yard line of Carroll. Kautman under center. He's got a wide receiver split out to the left side. 3 in the backfield. He's going to look to throw. He does down the left sideline. It's caught that time by Owen Worth, and the Gilbert Tigers get another first down. Again, like you said, Craig, they left that left sideline wide open.
Boy, the cornerbacks are just afraid to get burnt, and they're really giving a lot of cushion out there on that edge. You know, he was probably, well, obviously he was 12, 13 yards downfield when he made his break, and we were still 4 or 5 yards off the wide receiver on the defense.
Yeah, it was Worth just kind of stretching out and getting it that time. Kautman under center once again. Got a guy to his left. He's going to do a double fake right up the middle. Once again, there's Hawthorne, I believe, on the play.
I think that was Stoker.
That's Stoker. So Stoker that time on the play. I thought it was a different number from what I've seen, but Stoker that time on the play.
Yeah, they kind of used Hawthorne, they used Hawthorne as the decoy there, as they sent him off to the strong side and then just gave it back on a little bit inside. Triple option type play again.
So it's a gain of 4 yards. Stoker getting Gilbert ever closer. One split out to the left, 3 backers in the backfield. Here comes Cowthert off to the races and into the end zone. It's a touchdown for Gilbert. That time it's Connor Rash with the 10-yard rushing touchdown. So a big play that time for Gilbert, keeping control here. They lead at 20-7 against Gilbert, barring this extra point attempt.
So Gilbert really coming back here kind of with a vengeance, making the second half adjustments, the right ones, and really Carroll just hasn't had an answer for that. I'm going to be shocked, Coach Reuter's going to have to maybe go away from, we kind of said that we wouldn't be surprised if he came back to that run game.
Absolutely.
I think they're going to have to kind of start opening it up and maybe let Jack do a little slinging here.
Owen Worth with a 10-yard rushing touchdown. He gives Gilbert a 21-7 advantage. We'll be back in 1 minute right here on 1380 AM, 95.1 FM, KCIM.
Hi, this is Dr.
you need. And if it isn't in stock, rest.
And we are back here on 1380 AM, 95.1 FM, KCIM. We do got a foul on the play, or a flag on the play, I should say. Let's see the official rulings here. So it was right. I don't even think they kicked anything off quite yet.
Yeah. They had kicked off. Zigman had fielded the ball at the far side hash mark. It was bringing it back across the field, and unfortunately one of his teammates got hung up a little bit behind the defender.
Well, this is why you're here, Craig. You're my second pair of eyes here. I had no idea. I was down tweeting out my stuff on the Carroll Broadcasting Sports Network Twitter page, but a block and a back by Carroll. Just another tough mental mistake here by the Tigers.
And, that's something we have not seen from them tonight. That's only our second penalty that's been called on Carroll. It's been really a clean game. That was an unfortunate situation there.
And it backs them up to their own 15-yard line. So they are going to look to kind of air it out. They got one wide receiver split out to the right, two in the backfield. Here comes Jack White under center. White is going to hand it off, getting to the edges. It looked like Zigman there.
I believe that was Cooper Ludwig again.
Nope, looks like Zigman. So Zigman with the carry there doesn't really go anywhere. Right back to the line of scrimmage. And it'll be a 2nd and 10 from their own 15. A minute left here in the third quarter. Gilbert leads this one 21-7. It was a 10-yard rushing touchdown for Owen Worth that got Gilbert up to this point. And the Carroll Tigers got to work quick here.
Yeah, absolutely. They're going to have to start speeding it up here just a little bit as we start to look at, your 2 scores down going in 30 seconds left in the third quarter. You want to get out of your own territory and start working it up a little bit.
Tigers 2 in the backfield, 1 split out to the left. Jack White looking to throw, and it's going to be an incomplete pass. Cooper Ludwig was down there, but Jack White releasing just a hair too early.
Yeah, really nice, well-designed wheel route. If Jack puts just a little bit more touch on that ball and lets Cooper run up to it, that was going to be a big gainer.
Absolutely. So 2 plays not going anywhere. 3rd and 10 from their own 15. Does stop the clock so they get time to come and catch their breath. They'll put Chase Regaller over to the left side. 2 in the backfield. Here is Jack White under center. White is going to back up. He looks to Regaller. He's going to look to the sideline. No one's there. Zigman was running down, but maybe a mix-up of what route he was supposed to run.
Well, I honestly, I think Jack just got a little bit excitable there. That ball was kind of thrown quite a ways out of bounds. And I think he just wanted to make sure he didn't make a silly mistake, silly turnover. He's maybe hearing a little of those footsteps from that first half interception and that first half breakup. So
absolutely.
Just playing a little bit safe.
Absolutely. So they're going to go out. 1 split out to the right, 1 split out to the left, and it'll be White taking it. It looks like, nope, they're going to punt it away. It looked like Jack White there for a second, but no, Carroll's going to punt this one away from their own 15-yard line. Grabbing that one's going to be Worth. He's going to spin around. He's going to break a couple of tackles, and he'll be brought down right around the 28-yard line for Carroll's side of the side.
So that was actually Camden Stevens on that return, 21.
Camden Stevens, okay. So Camden Stevens will bring it down to the 28-yard line for Gilbert. Another good yardage here for Gilbert. Got to imagine they're going to try to punch it in again.
Oh, absolutely. And I think, you're looking at 10 seconds left in the third quarter. Maybe you try something, a quick hitter right here now, but otherwise I would not be surprised to see them start to grind this thing down.
Either that or, they could, they're going to go and at least get 1 play here. 21-7 lead here for the Gilbert Tigers. It is Kautman under center. He's going to scoop it off and give it off to a running back, and it's to Stoker. Stoker breaks a tackle, but he's met by a guy about a yard away from the line of scrimmage, and that's going to be the horn for the third quarter. So Stoker running it up for a yard. It'll be 2nd and 9 when we return from this 1-minute timeout right here on 1380 AM, 95.1 FM, KCIM.
Hi.
We are back here on 1380 AM, 95.1 FM KCIM. Tyler Brunner, Craig Lux back with you once again. Fourth quarter here for these teams. Gilbert in control, 21-7. I tell you what, Craig, Gilbert gets another touchdown here, and that momentum is squarely on their side. We'll get this next play here. Kautman is going to step on back. He's looking to throw, but he's going to take it down the left sideline. He'll be tackled right around the 25-yard line. That'll be a gain of about 3 yards.
Hit really hard there by Peyton Wardell. He did a nice job of coming up and meeting him and making sure that that wasn't going to turn into a big gainer.
So a 3-yard gain here for the Gilbert Tigers. Don't forget Mackey Motors postgame show coming up following the contest. Find new roads at Mackey Motors in Lake City. Gilbert Tigers getting ready here.
Well, you can really see it right now. A lot of the Carroll guys, having a hard time catching their wind, and Gilbert is really staying upright. They're really kind of smelling the blood in the water here. Carroll needs somebody to make a big play.
And there's going to be one in the backfield, but we do got flags a flying. Worth was in the backfield for Carroll. Not sure. Potential for, let's see.
Kind of suspicious of a hold here.
Well, that could be the case.
Holding. Number 64. 10 yards from the spot top.
Okay, so it'll be holding on the Gilbert offense. So a good or a play that goes the way of Carroll. And hopefully they can turn this now into a little bit of a momentum shift on the defense end.
Yeah, absolutely. Carroll's been looking for a break like this somewhere tonight. They've had a couple of times where they've had fourth downs, and they have ended up turning into touchdown drives. Haven't been able to quite get them off the field. This defense is starting to get a little bit tired. Maybe this will be enough to energize them here. 2 stops, and we get to go have a little bit of an air.
So another look, the same we've seen from Gilbert all night long. One split out to the right, 3 backfield runner backs in the backfield. Carroll Tigers, it's going to be Stoker slipping the play. He's going to get forward, and he'll get a nice gain on the play.
So he ate up a lot of that yardage that was lost almost back to the original line of scrimmage, but we're still looking at like a 4th and 12 here. Carroll really's got to come up and make this play here.
So Stoker's kind of been that main guy. Hawthorne not getting as many touches, but Stoker, again, just downhill running, doing what Gilbert's been doing all night long. 4th and 13 from the 31-yard line. And let's see what Gilbert can do here. 3 in the backfield. It's Kautman under center. One split out to the right, and he's going to fake the pass to Hawthorne. Passes down the field, but it's going to be way too far. So the pass is incomplete, and it's going to be a turnover on downs.
Okay, so there's that big stop that Carroll needed. Now they need to get their offense out. They need to get a couple of good, solid plays here, get that momentum shifted back a little bit. Carroll got really lucky there. That was really close to a roughing the passer type situation.
Absolutely, and that's the thing you got to watch out for, especially when you're even if you're just running into a guy. Got to be careful of those.
Yeah, so definitely catch a break there. Let's hopefully we can turn this and get this momentum going back in our favor now.
So Carroll will take it from their 31-yard line. And they'll split 2 out to the left. Here's Jack White. He's going to give it out to Zigman, but Zigman not getting a lot. Again, that backfield for Gilbert just doing a great job of flocking to the play, and Zigman gets a yard on the play.
Yeah, defensive end's doing a great job of just getting that 1-2 yards upfield and turning everything back in. They know Carroll wants to attack that middle, and they're just basically telling them right now that they're going to have to win it by attacking the middle. So look to see Coach Rowetter make an adjustment here yet. They're loosening this up, maybe let Jack start slinging the ball again.
It'll be Carroll splitting 2 wide receivers out to the right side. Here comes White once again, giving it off to Zigman, but not too far, only 2 yards that time on the game. I think it was Cooper Ludwig that time on the carry.
That was Cooper. Like I said, they're doing a good job of getting downhill, but they're just being met right at the line immediately. We just are not getting any push off the ball from that offensive line right now. Gilbert, you got to hand it to them. They have been pushing on the defensive line all night.
They really have been. Gilbert's been on top of it. Again, the way that they're putting up their defense, they have so many guys in the backfield. They got 4 up front, 5 behind them, and then 2 behind them. I mean, it is a stacked backfield, and Carroll's just been struggling to get past them. Here comes the snap to Jack White. He's going to roll out to his right. He's going to find a receiver wide open. There's a first down for the Carroll Tigers. That is Chase Regaller on the reception.
Really nice job there of Jack. He kept his composure there on the run. Found Chase wide open there in that seam, got it to him, and picked up that first down.
A nice 10-yard gain on the play. This is their first down since the third quarter. So that was the third play of that one there. And again, Chase Regaller with another first down for him here tonight. He got the last one, he gets this one. So the Carroll Tigers with good field position here. They'll split one out to the left. It'll be Jack White under center, 2 backers in the backfield. Regaller gets the, or excuse me, White gets the snap, and he's going to be taken down all the way back onto the 33-yard line. That is a tough one.
Boy, that was just kind of the last thing we needed. You know, those guys were cutting through. They're really timing his snaps up. He's going to have to start making sure he's changing his cadence a little bit, maybe doing some hard count stuff. Let's see if we can draw him off sides, pick up some easy 5s, and stop that clock.
So just as they got from the 34 to the 44, they're all the way back to now the 33-yard line. So that 10-yard gain, that first down play almost gets snubbed out, and now you're at a 2-and-20 situation on your own 33-yard line. It'll be Carroll spreading out the offense. 3 to the right, 1 to the left. Here comes Jack White. He's going to roll out to his right. He's going to have to take some hits, and he does. And the ball loose, but they're going to say it was down before, and it's going to be gain of a few yards. Actually, no, it's not going to move really at all. Maybe a yard on the gain.
Yeah, there again, Jack, you know, he's trying to make sure he's not making mistakes. You know, he's just going to have to open himself up a little bit. If he flares that out to the line, out to the sideline a little bit more, gives him another second or two to make that throw, I think he'd have been in a better situation.
And again, the way that this Gilbert defense is playing right now, they're flocking very quickly to him. So he's got to realize that, you know, the edges just aren't going to work. You got to get that ball off quicker, and you got to trust your guys are going to be where they're going to be. Right now, Carroll splits 2 out to the left, 2 backers in the backfield. Here's Jack White getting it in the shotgun position. He's going to get it off, but it's going to be no good. It's going to be to Evan Hammer, but Hammer's going to drop it. And Hammer got up a little bit slow there, but he looks to be all right. And we'll get a timeout. No, we're just going to get the punting team. But an unfortunate one there. Evan Hammer had a good look on it, but, man, they weren't anywhere close to that first down marker.
I believe that was Tate Schleichman on that one.
Was it Schleichman?
Yeah,
okay.
Yep, and he got met hard as soon as he touched the ball, you know.
So it'll be a punt situation here for the Carroll Tigers. They will send it away. Back to receive once again here for the Gilbert Tigers.
Good punt.
Nash, excuse me, Worth this time is going to get it. He's going to bust up to the right sideline. He's still running. And what a run for Worth as he'll find his way all the way over to the Carroll 44-yard line.
There's where you talk a little bit about out-kicking your coverage. Boy, he really kicked that ball a long ways. Unfortunately, didn't have as much height on it, and he just had a lot of room to run once he caught it.
So it will be, again, it was Owen Worth who got that just nice return. He gives the Gilbert Tigers into Carroll Tigers territory. And another opportunity for Gilbert to be inside Carroll territory to score. Originally had struggles getting into the Carroll side of the field, but now it seems every single time they get a punt, they're into Carroll's side of the field. We'll get 2 in the backfield, 3 in the backfield, as we'll have a flag on the play. Not sure what had happened. Play clock wasn't there.
I think they had an extra guy in the huddle.
Okay, so 12 men on the field. So 12 men on the field. I saw one guy running out. Probably when the whistle blew, that was when it went. So 12 men on the field will be called. They'll be backed up 5 yards. So now instead of 1st and 10, it'll be 1st and 15 now from the Carroll 49-yard line.
Yeah, this is an opportunity here. Maybe Carroll can come up, make a big play, get them back in their own territory again.
Here's Koutman, who will give it off. This is going to be a gain of about 2 from Hawthorne.
Yeah, Hawthorne, for kind of the first time we've seen him now here for a little while. It's been a pretty steady diet of Stoker here for a while.
Yep.
Hawthorne gets the ball again and picks up 2 or 3. Boys did a good job of sitting on that.
6:37 left here in the game. 21-7. Gilbert Tigers, 3 in the backfield. It's Worth giving it off to Hawthorne once again. He'll get inside the original 10, and he'll take it all the way to the 41-yard line in the Carroll Tigers territory.
So you see a little bit of substitution here on the Tigers on their behalf here.
Yep.
It's kind of nice to see that coming on, but I think you just see a lot of guys that are pretty heavily winded. We need to get this defense off the field again.
Yeah, that's the one thing, you know, and you get to this point of the game, who's conditioned and who's not. It's going to be the biggest difference here in the end. As Koutman, again, will be under center, 3 in the backfield. Koutman will head it off, and right in the backfield, what a big play for the Carroll Tigers. That is Justin Reitsberg on the tackle.
Great play by Justin Reisberg. Shot the snap just right, cut the gap, was there, met him right away. And the thing is that's the substitution that just came in.
Absolutely, man. What a play by Justin Reisberg. Backs up the Tigers to the 45-yard line. It's now a 4 and 11, and the punting team will come on out. So a good defensive inning, or good defensive push there by the Tigers.
Yeah, absolutely. What we had to have is a 3 and out. We got that. You know, Gilbert's going to be content now to let this clock run down, though.
So it'll be a flag on the play again. 3 of them, all the dirty laundry on the field here. Not exactly sure what had happened. They're going to talk about it here. Did you see anything there, Craig?
There was movement on both lines here. I think this might be against Carroll. I think he moved after the Carroll guy, but if I missed a flinch before that, I couldn't.
Yep, false start. So it'll be a false start on the Gilbert Tigers. Just backs them up a little bit more for the punt. They're going to be like, all right, that's okay. We were going to already do this anyway. So now instead of from the 45, it'll be from the 50 that they punt from.
So Zigman back at about the 11-yard line, ready to receive this.
So right to the 50. It is a pretty good arching punt. Here's Zigman. He will get it right around the 20. He's going to cross all the way to the left field line, left sideline, and he's going to be caught up right at the 45-yard line. What a run for Zigman.
Man, what an explosive shot there. I tell you, he got onto that sideline, and he just left guys behind him. That was a great run back there.
That's really where we have seen Zigman shine here tonight, is on punt returns and kick returns. Just breaking up tackles, making plays. What an absolute great run by Zigman. Gets it all the way down to the Gilbert 43-yard line.
I think we're going to see an official timeout here for water.
Yep, looks like we will. So we're going to take it with them. We'll be back here in 30 seconds right here on on 1380 AM 95.1 FM KCIM.
When it comes
cooking delicious meals and snacks. The Market on 30 is here to help with our incredible selection of frozen entrees, Bisquali's pizzas, and our famous mac and cheese. Or try some of our quick and easy air fryer friendly foods like juicy chicken strips and crunchy cheese balls. The Market on 30 in the BP Plaza, Carroll's food and party store, and a proud supporter of all of our local athletes.
Want to welcome you back here to 1380 AM, 95.1 FM, KCIM. The Carroll Tigers have two in the backfield. One split out to the right, Jack White under the shotgun position. He'll back up, roll out to his right. He's going to look to throw, and he's got a receiver down. What a great play. Chase Regaller on the reception and the first down.
Another great job there, Jack. You know, 2 series ago, that's a ball he pulls down and runs with. He does a great job there of letting his receiver get a little bit more work, throws the ball to him, and Chase Regaller doing a great job with the catch and dealing out a little punishment there at the end.
Absolutely. So a big gain for the Carroll Tigers from the 43 to the 27 of Gilbert. This is where momentum could see as we get Evan Hammer split out to the left. The lone man on the left. 2 split out to the right. Jack White under center. He's going to take the snap. He's going to take the fake. Goes right up the middle. He has some room, and he's going to go all the way down to the 14, 15-yard line. And another almost first down for the Carroll Tigers.
That will be a first down, and you know, they saw a little something there. Well, this isn't a very good sign. Jack kind of coming off holding his right arm.
That one's going to be tough if they lose Jack here. But the Carroll Tigers, no, Jack's going to be right in. It is to their 15-yard line, 12 yards. A 12-yard gain for the Carroll Tigers. And here we go. Carroll Tigers with a head of steam. 4:15 left. 1st and 10 from the Gilbert 25. Jack White is under center. He's going to roll it to his right. He's going to spin around, miss a tackle. Guy in the end zone. Touchdown! Carroll Tigers!
What a great catch.
That is Chase Regaller on the right corner for a Tigers touchdown.
Boy, that play just had all kinds of greatness written all the way around it. It's almost immediately after the ball snapped, Jack White is tied up in the backfield, makes a great spin move, gets away, still keeps his composure enough to throw that ball to the back corner and let Chase Regaller go up and get it. What a great play.
What, you talk about a Madden moment. That is straight out of Madden 23. I tell you what a great play. And the Carroll Tigers, all of a sudden with the head of steam, they now cut this down to a 1-touchdown game. They trail 21-14. We'll be back here in 1 minute on KCIM. Here on 1380 AM, 95.1 FM, KCIM. The Carroll Tigers rejuvenated here a little bit. Chase Regaller with a nice grab at the right corner of the end zone. A very composed Jack White in that drive. And now Chase Regaller will punt it, or will kick it away for the Carroll Tigers as they trail 21-14 here in the fourth quarter. 4:03 remaining. Here comes a nice kick right to the 10-yard line. Gilbert, though, is going to fall on it as the ball almost gets 10 yards. It gets about 9 yards to the Carroll 49.
Kind of wondered when you seen Chase Regaller, their soccer specialist, come out there. Wondered if it wasn't going to be a little bit of onside kick. It's because pretty much no matter what you're looking at 4 minutes, your defense has got to get you a 3 and out. So why not take that chance?
Absolutely. This Tiger defense, with the drive they had before and with the defensive placement they had in the last kind of drive, you have some momentum, you have some confidence in your defense, but now more than ever, you got to have your defense step up big. And, you know, I need to see some of those guys on defense kind of making some big plays. I mean, get Justin Reesberg in there, who did a great job, and get some of those staples in there to continue to kind of put it back in Gilbert's face.
Absolutely. You know, they've been kind of shooting the gap all night. I got a feeling you're going to maybe see some hard counts here and stuff. You know, Gilbert's really going to want Carroll to make the mistakes.
Here we go. It is Gilbert with the football. Coutman under center, 3 in the backfield. He's going to throw it out to his right, and a nice play right at the line of scrimmage for the Carroll Tigers.
Absolutely. The defense just flowed really well there. I believe that was number 33.
Yep, that was Stoker. Looked like Stoker there, 36 on the carry.
Carter Smith on the tackle, another young sophomore out of Carroll, coming up and making a big play there.
So nothing gained there for the Gilbert Tigers. It's at the 49-yard line of the Carroll Tigers side of the field. 2nd and 10 as Gilbert leads this one 21-14. They're going to probably look to chew up as much time as possible as they'll get going. 1 split out to the right, 3 in the backfield as Coutman is under center. He'll give it off. Another almost play, broken tackle, and he's off to the races. He's at the 10, the 5, broken and taken down, and it's Stoker once again on a long play. But he looks to be, he's going to hobble off a little bit under his own power, but Stoker takes it all the way down to the Carroll 8-yard line.
So I think he's got a little bit of a cramp situation there, but the big thing was, man, number 54 had Justin Reesberg came in, he shot the gap again and just couldn't quite bring him down, and he turns that into a huge play. Unfortunate. Hopefully we can get now you got to start looking and trying to play for that turnover at this point.
Absolutely. Coutman will be under center. 3 in the backfield, 1 split out to the right. He's going to give it off to 1, and it's going to be a nice play by the Carroll Tigers defense. A gain of about, I don't know if it's about 2 or 3, maybe no gain at all. Well, it looks about 3.
Looks like we got another Tiger down here. The cramps are really starting to set in on these kids.
Absolutely, they are. They are cramping up a lot. It is still hot out here, so we're going to get, I think, a quick timeout. We'll take it with them. We'll be back here in 30 seconds on KCIM. At the Carroll 6-yard line, got a gain of about 2 on the last play. 2nd and 6. Gilbert knocking on the door of another touchdown. They lead 21-14 here in the 4th quarter with 2:28 remaining.
2nd goal from the 6.
You know, we haven't heard much from Ben Peterson here now again in the second half for a while. They're trying to look to eat and chew clock. I wouldn't be surprised to maybe see him come out and carry this ball.
Yeah, Peterson's been a pretty good running back here tonight for the Gilbert Tigers. Hey, don't forget, we got our Mackey Motors postgame show coming up following this quarter. Mackey Motors in Lake City. Find them online, MackeyMotors.com, and find new roads. 3 running backs in the backfield. 1 split out to the right. It is Coutman, who is under center. Carroll Tigers trying to draw a penalty, but I think they're going to be called offsides here.
Offsides, defense.
And that is going to be the play. Offsides for the Carroll Tigers, not one you want to get. And those backs are coming up, but they're just getting too far down into the zone.
I think maybe that little bit of that hard count, they watched a lot of that in the first half. Carroll High shot the gap quite a bit and was in their backfield disrupting things, and I think they've started countering it with a little bit of counter counts and hard counts, and it's paid off here as Carroll's picked up 3 penalties, which they only had 1 of in the first half.
So now Gilbert with 3 short yards. till they have another touchdown. They lead 21-14, a minute 24 remaining here in the contest. It's Gilbert with 3 in the backfield. Kautman back under center. One split out to the right. Ball is snapped. Kautman is going to give it off to his running back, and it is a touchdown. It's Ben Peterson with the carry.
Yeah, Big Ben Peterson has really given us some struggles on the inside there when he's taking that ball off that immediate handoff.
So the Gilbert Tigers will extend their lead 27-14, a 2-score game, and with a minute 9 right now, Gilbert just kind of probably trying to close this game out.
Yeah, that one definitely hurt. Now you're going to be looking, hope maybe Reese can make something magical happen and get a quick kickoff return, something along that lines here to get us back in this.
Here comes the extra point attempt. Blocked. It is blocked. Wow, what a great effort that time by the Carroll Tigers. So we'll stay at 27-14. Well, we'll be right back here on 1380 AM, 95.1 FM, KCIM. A minute 9 left in this contest.
Trees come.
Really crazy things. It is Iowa high school football, and all it takes is a couple mistakes.
Kickoff, it's on its way. This one is going to be caught by Zigman right around the 18-yard line. He's going to try to cut up to the left sideline. He's going to be tripped off and tackled right around the 17-yard line.
Not the field position you're gonna kind of hope to work with here when you're looking at 1 minute at a time, So they're gonna have to go out. They're gonna have to maybe let Jack White do his thing here, and hopefully he can sling and get a long ball going.
That's been the big thing about this fourth quarter here. A lot of time taken off between drives. Starting at 10:57 for Carroll, then 7:01 for Gilbert. Gilbert took nearly 5 minutes off the clock, and now with 1:01, Gilbert took another 3 minutes off the last drive. So Gilbert's been doing a nice job of taking off time, and Carroll just left with not a lot of time left to drive downfield.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think our defense just got a little bit tired. They've been on the field most of the second half, and they really chewed at that middle with that group.
So we'll get, I believe, a timeout called. Not exactly sure. That's at least what it appears to be. So a timeout called on the field. We'll take it with them. We'll be back in 30 seconds right here on 1380 AM, 95.1 FM, KCIM. Back here on 1380 AM, 95.1 FM, KCIM. A minute and 1 second remain here in the contest. Gilbert leads this one 27-14. It's Tyler Bruner and Craig Lux joining you here once again. Thanks to Attic Lucky running our video package over on our Carroll Broadcasting Sports Network YouTube channel. It's been Gilbert throughout this second half, really just taking over and dominating. Carroll trying to come up with some late game magic. As we'll have Jack White try to throw. He's going to find his way over to the left sideline. Slings it over. What a great pass in the backfield. He'll give it over. It looks like to Peyton Wardell, but we'll have a flag on the play.
Yeah, it's kind of in that area of the offensive line where you kind of suspect maybe a little bit of holding, especially when the quarterback's being chased like that.
So we'll get the official call here. Okay. So it's going to be an illegal block for Carroll. That one's tough. That would have been a nice play for this Carroll offense to get them started on this drive, but instead they're going to be brought back a few yards there, so about 10 yards. So now it's going to be 1st and 20 from their own 7-yard line.
Yeah, I believe that is a half the distance goal penalty in that situation. You know, that's a 15-yarder. Unfortunate situation. You know, you've got your quarterback rolling out and you see a guy coming across and you want to try to help your quarterback out, but unfortunately he was engaged with another blocker at the time.
Carroll will split one out to the left, a couple backers in the backfield. Jack White will be under center. White gets the snap. He steps back. He throws. He's got a man down the field, and it's almost picked off by the Gilbert Tigers. It pinballed around a lot of guys, but just a lucky break for the Tigers there because that would have been brought back.
Yeah, there wasn't. There's not much defense between the 20 and the end zone at that point when you're playing offense, and that ball he just kind of rifled it just a little bit hard. And once again, that's just one of those things where you got to learn a little bit of touch when you got that inside pass.
So the Carroll Tigers 2nd and 19 on their own 8-yard line. Long way to go down here. 47 seconds left as the Gilbert Tigers lead this one 27-14. The Carroll Tigers will split one out to the right side. 2 in the backfield. Jack White under center once again. White will get the snap. He'll back up. Another flag on the play. It'll be, looks like just a false start for the Carroll Tigers. Not the way you really wanted the end of this game to go. Just a couple of costly penalties brings them back even further to the 4-yard line.
You know, and that kind of goes back to what we were talking about with Carroll getting a little bit tired here tonight in the second half. They played a really, really clean first half, and then all of a sudden the penalties start to mount up in the second half. You're trying to do a little bit extra, and unfortunately you get caught.
So Carroll from their own 4-yard line, 2nd and 43. Jack White in his own end zone looks to go deep, and a nice play over to Peyton Wardell. Wow, what a grab.
Peyton using all of his length there. Boy, he reached out and caught that with his fingertips. Carroll hustling up to the line here. They're going to get reset and go as soon as they can get this thing snapped.
Jack White will get his guys up there. Play clock will go, and they're going to put it down on the ground, and that'll stop the clock at 33 seconds. He only got one timeout to spare.
Really great job of the Tigers hustling up to the line of scrimmage there. You know, you're in a situation where you're 2 scores down, 30 seconds left in the ball game, and it could have been real easy for them just to kind of lollygag up the field, but they didn't. They busted up the field. They're still putting out a lot of effort, and that's got to be something Coach Rowetter is going to take with him at the end of this game.
And Wardell is limping off to the sidelines. Maybe another cramp there. That's a guy you don't really want to see kind of get out there. Or Chase Regaller, excuse me. Thank you. Chase Regaller limping off the sidelines.
Yeah, that's a guy, too, you don't want to lose on the field right now. He's had some real big plays, a couple of nice first down catches and a touchdown catch tonight.
Jack White out of the shotgun. 2 running backs in the backfield. 2 split out to the left. Jack White backs up. He's going to try to find the hole. He finds some running room, but he's met right at the 42-yard line. And that will not be. It'll be 2 yards shy of the first down, 2nd and 2. And they've got to spike it here soon. 13-12. Nope.
Timeout.
Yep, that's what they're going to do. Probably burn the timeout here.
Nope.
Oh, there we go.
Not exactly sure I understood that.
Yeah, not too sure either. A lot of time burned off the clock. Only 7 seconds remaining in the contest here. We'll keep it here for this timeout, but yeah, not sure what Coach Rowetter was really trying to do. I don't know if he got the timeout not called in time, but yeah, it just wasted a lot of time there.
Well, I don't think, you know, unfortunately, Jack came over to the sidelines there. I'm not sure if he really noticed, but I think Jack was a little bit shook up on that last run.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it might have been just one of those things where, you know what, let's just call timeout. Let's regain our composure. Let's go out. You know, he's got some great things to build, though. I mean,
he does.
These boys pushed really hard these last couple of possessions for him. You know, the Tigers have a lot of promise here.
They really do, and I really think they have a lot of promise, especially in the passing game. You know, they really show that of the plays where Jack White was confident, he was able to roll out to his right and get his footing right. He made some absolutely great passes. We just saw it with Peyton Wardell down here near the 30. I mean, that was a 30-yard reception for Wardell, and Jack White just put it in the perfect spot for Wardell. So if he can gain that confidence this season, this could be a dangerous team.
Oh, absolutely. I don't think you ever want to count. You know, you've got a lot of athletes out in their skilled positions. You've got the Hammers, you've got Regalers, you've got Schleichmans, you've got, you know, you've got the kids that can make big plays if they're asked to and then they need to.
Jack White rolling out to his right. He's going to throw it out of bounds. Stops the clock at 2 seconds, and well, Gilbert will come out victorious tonight, barring a last-minute Hail Mary, 27-14. Carroll Tigers are going to fall to 1-1, and the Gilbert Tigers will improve to 1-1 on this season. Like you said there, Craig, a lot of potential here for this team on this season. Just some confidence boosters they need to have in future games.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, and you're going to see a lot of juniors and seniors on this team out on the field right now. But you got to remember, there's still not a lot of tests with all the seniors that they graduated last year. This is still a pretty young team despite their age.
Jack White for the final play of regulation will be under center. He's going to be tripped up right around the 45-yard line, and that's going to do it. The Gilbert Tigers are victorious here in Carroll by a final score of 27-14. They'll improve to 1-1 on the season. Carroll Tigers will fall to 1-1 on the season. We will be right back. The Mackey Motors post-game show is coming up in 3 minutes right here on 1380 AM, 95.1 FM, KCIM.
Mackey Motors has been serving Lake City and the surrounding areas for over 50 years, and our #1 goal is customer satisfaction. Whether you come in to purchase a new Chevy Buick or certified used vehicle from our knowledgeable sales team, get an oil change in our top-of-the-line Quick Lube, need a tune-up from our service department, or even need some detailed bodywork done in our state-of-the-art facility, we are always making sure you, the customer, are our #1 concern.
Find new roads at Mackey Motors in Lake City.
Thank you for calling Brinks Exteriors. This is Allie.
Hi, we recently had a tree fall on our house, and I'd like to get an estimate on roof damage.
Sure, we offer free on-site consultations for all our services.
Great. While I have you, could you refer me to someone who can replace the drafty window?
Brinks does windows too, with high-quality Energy Star products.
What if we'd like to replace our siding?
Brinks has you covered.
Gutters? Doors?
Our name says it all. Brinks Exteriors is your headquarters for all things exterior, from start to finish.
Call 712 Roof Pro or visit BrinksExteriors.com. RJV Transport.
Modern meets old-fashioned shop, offering a curated collection of home goods and lifestyle products to inspire you. From the everyday to the extra special, you'll find everything you need
Jack White gets comfortable, once he can get his guys to get some of those blocks up front for him, I really think Jack White's going to be a very nice dual-threat quarterback. He can run, he can pass, he can really do it all for the Tigers. It's just going to get those confidence from him and get his guys to kind of shift with them, because more times than not, he had to shed blockers or had to run away from blockers, and that was the tough thing that I saw from this Carroll Tigers offensive line and offensive guys, was just the fact that Jack White didn't have a lot of room to throw. He was having to roll out to his right more times than not, which made it very difficult for Jack White to get some of those passes going his way. But again, I think there's a lot of promise for this Carroll Tigers team. They're really going to make a great team. If they can get those passing routes down, if they can give Jack White more time to pass inside and outside of the pocket, I really think these Carroll Tigers can be a good team here this season. It's just going to be some of those little things they're going to have to clean up here for tonight. Well, what we're going to do, Pete, if you are listening, we are going to close down the video portion of live, so you can end the stream if you would like. We're going to continue here on 1380 AM, 95.1 FM, KCIM. We will have our player of the game. That is coming up next on KCIM. It's brought to you by Motor Inn of Carroll.
Any day is a great day to give a gift from the present company in Audubon. Whether you're